And hey everybody, how's it going? We're gonna get started here in just a minute. I was getting some stuff set up and cropped and realized I totally forgot to make the protein shake with a little bit of coffee in it that gives me the calories and adenosine resistance that I need to get this stream at the top quality it needs. So I'm gonna make that real quick. But then we will get down to the get down. I have a ton of stuff for today. We have some 5-minute crafts, a little bit of British clips. We have a life hack channel that like hadn't uploaded in like 2 years and was just like, you know what? 5 days ago was a good time. And I was like, all right, okay, cool. Regrettably, Mr. Sagu has found his way into my house again. And I just want to, real quick, while I have a second, thank you so much, Black Mist, for the resub. Thank you, Doctor, for the resub. Thank you, Thyself, D-Mad. Doctor, thank you for 84 months. Thank you for the 61, Thyself, D-Mad. Glamour Goblin, thank you for the 8 months. King Green Bean, thank you for the beats. And yeah, hey, if you haven't noticed yet, subs are on discount for quite a while, actually. It's like a real September. They did it. I'm so proud of them. No one thought they could. They found a way, though. All right. Well, I'm going to put on a little bit of music and go grab that drink real quick. Drink, I say, about, you know, half a meal and a half. Yeah. It's like 3/4 of a meal. Whatever. You know what I mean. Enjoy a farm. I'll be back. Hey, wait, does that say level 8? What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. What? Hold on. What? Wait, I'm rolling back. Oh, hey, Puka, thank you so much for gifting out 30 subs. Let me go ahead and read a little name real quick. Congratulations, Amber Corglow, unofficially Jam, Ibrogadi, Swagness, Amadeus 46 Art, Elegant Fugue, Starman Zero, Kyung 2570, Rumbo, Rocket City Rando, Dark Mage Liam, Jelly Omelet, Astro, Reused NPC, Dmart, 3000, GK Squid, Trigger Happy Bro, Gun Dragons, The Real Krampus, DS Lucia, Mojibaka, Sailor Doom 200, Rionanon, Haven VTuber, TT Pegasus, Unit 04, Hawk Goes, Drex 23, Jolt Burger, Aura Horus, thank you so much, and Tom Nook Yankees, thanks for gifting out 10 to the team. Yaldabea Threx, Bobinator, Western Style. Hey, Western Style guy, nice. Satori, I appreciate all of them. I'm a fan of Western Style guy. I love his content. Satori, the Enlightened, Greebles 22, Buck the Star, the Nightmare Emperor, Arpiga, Ampio, Funky Replays, thank you so much. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. B-Dragon 28, thank you for the 2 gifted subs out to Awe, Striker Nova, and Habdabs. Quasi-Stellar Object, thank you for subbing. Beyond Within X, thank you so much for gifting a sub out to the Eximus. Grimlock Master, thank you for gifting out 10 subs. Congratulations. Answer, Enzo Gigo, Immortal of Thunder, Amanda in Paradox, The Punchy Fish, Jaguar, Fresher Helen 95 TTV, Saxy Assassin, Empoli, Rolling Cabbage. Congratulations, Night Hand, thank you for the resub. It would appear that subs are happening. It's true. Hand over Fistula, thanks for giving a sub out to Geop, another person that I'm a huge fan of their content. Banana Butterfly, thank you so much for gifting 10 subs out to the community. Yeah, you know what I do? I do want some Tekken Jams while I'm reading this because this is going to take a second. Sometimes I pee the bed. God Emperor Sodium, the Critic of Innocence, Best Friend Mothman, Mastermind 4 and 6, Master of the Run, Xiao Now, Leftover Felix, Made of Foam, Curb Lift, King Green Bean, thank you for gifting a sub out to Ty Wednesday. Easem93, thank you for the resub. Megroga, thank you for gifting a sub out to XZB. And Rev Joe, Duke of Pooh, New York. Thank you for the resub. Okay, well, apologies for the long start. It's for a good reason. Hey, thanks. That was hey, everybody, thank you so much. Holy shit. Love to start a stream on a level 10 hype train, a thing that apparently exists. Didn't know they built them that long. Thank you for the bits, Nab. Yo. Oh, is it double alerts? That makes a lot of sense. Sorry, that must have been an audio nightmare. That's my bad. All right, there we go. Everything should be fixed. We should be Gucci. And regrettably, us being good means it's time to watch 5-minute crafts like, hi everybody, I'm Ty Tuesday, it's Content Farm Friday. Apologies for the long start. We're in it to win it today though. I got all sorts of stuff. If you like 5-minute crafts, if you like Joe is Hungry, if you like Mr. Sagu, then I disagree strongly with your taste, but I understand your appreciation. We're going to be watching those today. We got a bunch lined up. We've got a little bit of slang to catch up on afterwards. Not too much left. I checked. We only had like 5 or 6 words left, but we'll get that finished, get that completed since power went out yesterday at a real inopportune time. But let's get to it. Tasty and easy pastry recipes, cool pancake and cookie ideas, and simple dough hacks. They really just slam pancake dough as ingredient 1 in their pancake recipe? Oh, brother. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a vertical video. That's why you're getting the golden experience with it. Are farts funny? Absolutely. I mean, it depends. There are some farts that are sad, but they're rare. Okay, just chunk the brown sugar in there. So a thing that I've heard in baking is it's actually like kind of tricky in like some baked goods that don't get particularly hot to like keep the brown sugar from recrystallizing inside of it if you just like put it in like that. I mean, this seems cute enough and probably not, you know, too much of a pain. All right. This is my kind of pancake. Normal. One normal one for me. Oh, it's like a little barbell. Great. Let's get some reps in with our pancakes. Oh no, they're gonna make it a sandwich, aren't they? Oh yeah. Carrots and walnuts? What? Carrots and walnuts? Like, are they putting like some form of like sweetened cream cheese in there at least? Holy shit. Okay, we're making another barbell cake. What are we slamming in it this time? No. Yo, frozen Mario!
Get the first pancake, but you straw do get a big shop of cinnamon. Yeah, that'll be.
Okay. In fairness to them, they were very clearly trying to demonstrate. They were just trying to get a color going through it. So like the cinnamon works for that, but like, yeah, that might be like a lot of cinnamon in there. Yo, thank you for giving us something to coordinate. Yo, what's good, Emrys? How goes it? Good. We're watching people fuck around with food. Hey, wait. No, you just showed up, right? This is a great opportunity. Emrys, not to put you on the spot, gamer. What do you think is the filling between those pancakes on the right? Do you have any idea? I would love to hear what you, as a normal human being, would think that is. Okay, great. Yeah, Emrys, what do you think that is on the right pancake? Now, don't spoil it. I want to know what Emrys thinks. I want to know what someone thinks that is. Because what would you put between a pancake that would possibly look like that? These are the riddles. Carrots and chicken. Okay. All right. Like, I feel like I'm more okay with carrots and chicken. It's carrot and walnuts. No real anything. Nutella's on the left. The ones on the right are carrot and walnuts. Yeah, carrot and chicken with like a pancake or like a maple syrupy thing. Like, we're pushing into like savory McGriddle. I can make that work. The carrot's a little weird, but I'd be like, this must be European. Yeah, a savory crepe can hit. Carrots are kind of sweet. People are always saying that shit to me, and I have never found it to be true. Like, there is a little bit of sweetness, but it is so overwhelmed by the flavor of carrot that all I can ever get out of it is, this is carrot. I don't know which screen to watch. They're all good. Personally, I like the little lines that are showing up on the like bottom here. That are parts of the caption. They sometimes move up and down like they're playing the least engaging game of Pong in human history. Thank you. I'm like in the more like deep, rich sweetness area myself. Like, I like a very dark chocolate. I'm one of those people who's like, give me that 85% or more bar, please. Yum. And everyone's like, but your mouth is so dry. And I'm like, but the complexity of this bitterness, it subsumes me. I've become the flavor man. It's why I want like a little bit of sweetness in like a really like deep coffee or like a really aged whiskey. Yeah. I think we made like a little guy. What? I'm sorry, I just didn't realize that what kind of creature was this supposed to be? Because I thought it was like a fish, but now I'm looking at it and I don't.
It's a parasite.
I was gonna say, that looks mostly like a parasite, right? What's good, Tina? Yeah, this is parasite coded. berry jam. Okay, so is this gonna be like a terrible rose, you think? Or like a crown for our delectable Worm King? No, it's whatever these are. Unfortunately, I got all my tests back from the doctor and I'm very well. I'm very healthy, so I don't have a condition. I don't know what these are. I'm not a botanist. But is there a flower that even looks like this? Is there even like any flower that reads this way? There's like one in the back that kind of looks like it might be popping open a little lotusy, but this one up front, damn, I don't know.
If you're a bad enough botanist.
A rose drawn poorly. Okay. Wow, they didn't even show us the one that, never mind. The one in the back must have been fucked up in some way I couldn't perceive at range. What material is this? Whoa, what kind of wrapper works like that?
It looks kind of Fila-ish, maybe? It's thick.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, like C4? Like plastique? Just like a really thick wonton wrapper, maybe.
I don't know what you're trying to make here, but it doesn't look good right now, buddy.
Tina, I believe you will find this is a perfect representation of the second boss of Gradius 3. This is a perfect.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
This
Shoot
this
the
is
core.
the first boss of Super Earth Defense Force for the Super Nintendo. Exactly. We're all thinking it. Okay, now I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh, it's Pisces. It's two fish tied together. A thing that like is a way to identify people for some reason. A way to identify me, which is insane. I'm nothing like two fish tied together, you buffoons. Yeah, thanks for the reason it's the dog. Yeah, at first it did just look like it was going to be like a biblically accurate angel, but as a doe.
Also, hey, were those coffee beans that they put on there? I'm sorry to draw attention to it, but...
No, yeah, that's a good thing to check. Yeah, it seems that way.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, I had to lean in real close. I had to like hold my hand next to my temple and pretend I had glasses. That's how far I had to lean in. But yeah, those are beans. What kills me about when they make a dough and they don't list like volumes or weights or measurements of any kind is like more than any other kind of cooking and baking. Yo, thanks for giving us sub out to that's beans. Thanks, Frozen Pyro. More than any other form of cooking, the amount of which ingredient you put in and how heavily you work it dramatically changes how dough
so
feels and works. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a difference of if you mess up and add like a little bit too much water, you might end up with like a weird slimy dough that just like collapses all weird and has all sorts of fucking problems because you use like a little too much dough. It's to the point that like since I've moved to Colorado, I've had to learn to adjust a little bit differently. I need to make doughs a little bit more wet than everyone expects just because water tends to evaporate out of objects faster at high altitude. Like little stuff like that you just have to get by feel. There's a reason that like baking is actually still legitimately in my mind very much an art. Even though it is following directions, there's so many like tiny little modifications you have to do all the time.
Also, that was a kilo of butter that they put in there.
What? Hold on, what? Yo, thank you.
I believe, yeah, that looks like two 500-gram blocks.
I was gonna say that looks like 2 pounders. Yeah, that's 2 pound boys. Or as we like to call them, 2 big gentlemen. Sorry, I was getting
We got
tagged
butter, we got
on-
eggs, we got no measurements. This is the world's most disappointing brioche.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be buttery. Oh, okay. What
That
did
looks like cookie dough. It's got so much butter in it.
Also, what the fuck did they do to that footage? Is it just that they sped it up a little bit? It almost
I
looks
think
like
so. It looks weird.
It looks like they like played it forward and then reversed it. But that can't be the case because because you'll find if you watch that when Big Sister enters the dough, it cuts forward and the dough is simply one piece, but then she moves backwards and the dough is two pieces. Xiao Hong Shu. Yeah, like, so I think it's maybe just sped up in a weird way. That has to be it. There's something strange going on here, and I don't know what it could be. You do that very well. Thanks. I've been loud my whole life. In the words of Lady Gaga, I was simply born this way. It is what it is. Okay, terrible little pastries. No, don't be a wimpo with powdered sugar, okay? If there's one thing I've learned from the beauty, the joy that is a fresh, properly made beignet. A well-delivered beignet is a hot, pillowy mound of just a simple, lightly sweetened dough with a disrespectful amount of powdered sugar on top. Enough powdered sugar that you'd go, "Are you sure?" And they go, "Yes." And then you eat one with like a little bit of coffee and you go, "Holy shit, was that the stuff?" And like, yeah, you
But
gotta
before
go
you do
in.
that, we got to be clear here. First, you have a coughing fit on the first bite.
Yeah, if you haven't, yeah, it's yeah, it's like the first time like a kid smokes cigarettes and they don't know how to breathe right. And they're just like, "Yeah, I'll just breathe normally," like that kind of thing. Yeah, you have to make sure you exhale. You have to turn away from the microphone like Tay Zonde and breathe out to the side before taking in. Oh, great. Put the matcha on the comb. And now you've made a disgusting Cheeto. Hey. That's just a maggot,
That doesn't
right?
look more appetizing.
That's just a maggot, right? Like that just
Yeah.
looks like a fat ass maggot. That's like a big ass grub.
Yum
yeah.
grubs.
Tasty and easy pastry recipes to fool your friends, Timon and Pumbaa. Check this out, dummies. Wow, looks just like a grub. Idiot. These look so bad. Yo, Dubs with the rain. What's good, gamer?
Nice. Nice.
Hello. Welcome to the puzzle. That is
Good.
5-minute crafts. Actually, hold on. Dubs, I wanna know from you. What does that read as? Is this read as appetizing to you? Is this something you want? We got maggot instantly. Worm, great choices. Great choices from the raid. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling it. Grub, shrimp. Okay, shrimp I feel like is very good. Yo, thank you for reading some Gray Mist. Yeah, they rolled it around in matcha so that they could make their grub look bad. Mousetail, that's a very cute answer. I like that one a lot. That's very like Final Fantasy IX core to me.
Yeah, I'm a worm.
Worm?
I'm a worm.
All right,
It's
on
worm.
worm. That's a good one. Yeah, a worm. And yo, Base Hawk Fest, thank you for gifting out 25 subs. Holy shit. The real Captain Wacky, Kipasnake,
Nice.
Phaser 1021, Break Spear 2B. Let me roll up this window so I can read more of them at once. D-Money 901M, Graphica, Vitino, Don Ravioli, Blastinus, Booman Resources, Piggy Girl 66, Only Shans, great name. Sphinx Jer, Jertina, Part 9 Jason, Snugglefish, Too Bad My Crow, Astakar, Obvious Occurrence, Ion 19XX, Risey Felsibgabad. Oh my god, I'm so bad at reading. Sarah the Green Ranger, Wenchcoat, and Ubigoaje. Congratulations, everyone. Enjoy your ad-free viewing experience. Very cool, thank you. Thank you so much. Egg white. Okay, are we making a meringue? This is normal cooking. Oh.
They made it one step.
It's amazing how fast it falls off a cliff. Like, it's just like...
And they keep beating. Oh, never mind. I thought they were continuing to beat it in the
I was
pancake
rolling
dough.
it back. I just like had to take in again how it's just like they had 2 step ones that were both normal. Make pancake. Never mind. They said pancake dough -1. They got 1 step normal and then they immediately were like, time to get stupid with it. Oh, wow. That looks like it's not folding incorrectly at all.
Oh no. Cloud pancake.
Great. We're making a little cloud pancake. Making a little bad clown pancake. Oh, I like a meringue too. It's just weird when they're like, all right, we're going to blend it with pancakes. So this doesn't really work the way they do it. And yeah, the big thing here is you're adding the flavor of nothing because they didn't add anything to those egg whites. They were just egg whites. So that's going to be like a wall of egg white flavor. Oh. Okay, little wrap. Wow. A delicious air
That
fried
looked like
treat.
regular food.
Kinda, yeah. Like, this is like, okay, sure. Normal enough.
Well, then why did...
What, Tina? What? Are you mad that they disrespected the hand witch, the beloved cone?
Yes, I'm upset that they disrespected the hand which the beloved cone.
Blow up pancakes with mind.
Yeah, here's the cool step of murder the pancake. Thank you. Oh, and thanks for gifting a sub to the bread poop. Thanks, Handover Fistula. Cut it open, you fucking wieners. Show me what you did. Show me the mistake you made. Or is there just nothing in here? There's just nothing in here.
It's just bread.
It's just a glob.
What if we made a roll
Yum,
but did it
gluten.
real dumb like?
Well, Mini Matt, I think that would be a great idea. I think that would be a fantastic. It's just bread. They just reformed a roll. Except it's like layered in a terrible direction. Oh, spinach? Okay. This is like approaching something a Catholic would sell at a bake fair. Okay, don't love twirling it.
I've seen things like these in grocery stores.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, man.
Yeah, thanks for gifting a sub out to bread _ abomination of yeast, which I guess is like an Elden Ring boss made of
Dark
bread.
Souls. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. The bread, abomination of yeast. Yeah. But I think the thing is when you're baking with like spinach like this, you need to be really careful with how the green expresses, right? Like making a good looking spanakopita is pretty difficult. And like, it's fine for it to look a little fucked up, right? Like if I go to a local Greek restaurant and their spanakopita looks like mad green, but I know they made that shit today and I know that shit is good, I don't care, whatever. But when you're making social media and you're doing channel of YouTube video about food, you kind of gotta like make the food look a little good, I think. And thanks for gifting a sub out to Bread Turd. Thanks to the resub Healing Mind. Thanks for gifting a sub out to the Loathsome Dung Eater. Wow, these look like croissants from hell. What the fuck? Okay, so they're using some kind of wiggle blade to cut in a wiggle. And then flexing it out. Oh.
They look like a mistake. They look
I
like you
love it
fucked
when
something
my-
up.
Yeah, when my croissants look like giant mealworms, I think that I've hit the right form factor. This is what I want.
Yeah, the joke I was gonna go for was, yeah, welcome to the Dune preview party. If you'd like a little sandworm, we got a couple of these little guys in here. They're pretty cool. We got a nice dish of some spice on the side that goes great with them. Like, yeah, that's because fuck me, man. That's just all wrong. They do look like they have armor plating though. It reminds me of was that card Worm Coil Engine? Kind of gives me that vibe.
Oh, my bread has an armor class.
Thanks for gifting a sub to Turd Croissant. September's gonna be cool again. I feel it. Oh, okay, a little fish. But why do you fold it inside?
Owl. Lechuza.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna give it a little beak? See, the thing about an owl and its beak is that the beak is like forward off of the face and goes, past the face to some degree. That's like pretty important to the expression of an owl. The beak doesn't like sit inside of the face of the owl. Also,
This is the owl that threatens to kneecap you if you haven't done your language lessons.
Duolingo's nasty cousin. I mean, there's no way that's not gonna bake out entirely, right? Are we just leaving? We're just not
Oh
showing
yeah,
you the results.
yeah, and they're not showing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would just total, like, I'm, again, not a baker. I am a lifter. I can't do a lot of carbs. But if I could, I would love to bake more. I just feel like, yeah, that would bake out, right? Oh God, Duo's forgotten cousin, Mono. Mono Wingo, the sick owl that'll fuck you up. Está small. No. I don't know what that means yet. You're gonna soon. Okay.
Apple
like-
creation.
I was gonna say it's like a tube with leaves on it. My brain didn't read it as apple. Now it's really not.
Oh,
gonna
mine
read it
doesn't either.
Quick, deploy the drizzle before they notice.
Oh, this looks terrible. Add goo. Add goo.
Goo.
The goo will save us. Whoa, they just keep going.
Wow, just like a candy apple, huh, bud? Wow, just like a candy apple, huh, bud? Oh shit. Okay,
All right,
like
another dumple.
little dumpling.
Sure.
Hiding your shame of word and deed with that cut. Let's see. Time for everyone's favorite activity. How many frames could you reasonably parse this? I will call this as first frame. I would consider this reasonably all in some form of focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. It was like 12 frames total.
That's reactable.
Yeah, some people will tell you can block that.
Yeah. And to them I say, 236A, good luck. That's just have fun with that. I will simply react to the 10 frame drill. I promise you will not react to the 10 frame drill. Oh, wait. Slice your wiener? Nice. It's been a bit. So are we breading them?
I think this is probably pancake dough.
Oh yeah, banana cake.
I feel like this would work if we had like the good banana still, but like I need a little more pizzazz with the modern banana.
Does dipping it in sugar chocolate fix it for you?
No, because I'm not a Nutella guy. It doesn't have the rich complexity I need. I'm a fucking old man and I need my food to be complex. I want it I want it to taste like someone like hit my food with an old saddle sometimes, okay? I can't explain it. What do you mean it tastes like dirt, smoke, and leather and that's good? Fuck, I don't know, okay? Oh, nice, we're making some coilovers. Oh, no, these aren't coilovers.
Hey, is this Splatoon music?
It is kind of like wop core, like wop wop wop, for sure, yeah.
I didn't hear it at all, and now that you've said it, it's in my brain. Goat.
Yeah.
Well, bye.
Hail Satan.
Also, yeah, I was so sure they were gonna flip it upside down and make it an octopus, and then
It
they
was
really
an octopus, 1,000,000%, yeah.
yeah, and then they just were like goat. And honestly, I think if you turned it over, I still would probably think it's an octopus.
Yeah.
Pinwheel.
I feel like they had something okay going here. Like, this is just a handsome swirl. I would eat this. And now I feel like it's just gonna be a really bad butterfly. Ooh, a really bad butterfly. Nope, nope, don't buy that. Why did we need to do this on like a hot plate? What? Wait, what? They just were like, okay, we did that.
This video has the most "is this anything" energy out of any of these baking videos I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah, there's a lot of just cutting away and being like, sorry. What about this one, boss? Like, I expect them to like get on their hands and knees on the floor and just be like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll try better next quarter. Was this anything? Is this anything? Boss, is this anything?
That's holla for fuckers is what that is.
I was like trying to think a way of saying cinnamon roll that made it more obvious that it was like a sin, like a sinful activity. But unfortunately, I just kept saying cinnamon roll in my brain and going, that's not going to land. Yeah, the sinful man's roll. There we go. Sure.
Kneading dough, an infamously 5-minute activity.
Well, it is if you try to, you know, suffocate it.
Hey, wait, what?
What's up? What's wrong? Is this too
No,
much
you
butter?
keep on. No, this is fine.
Is this too much butter for
2
you?
kilos is the right amount.
Yeah, this is a good amount of butter. Yeah, I'm guessing they're attempting to make a puff pastry or some kind of layered pastry.
Croissant, perhaps.
Yeah, because generally
Yeah, this
that's
has got to
what
be
you
a.
make
Yeah,
butter
this
sheet
looks like
forward.
a croissant, but
No, this is just a big hot pocket full of butter.
Yum.
Yum. I was gonna say, finally, someone makes a meal for me. I think the other thing they left out the most important step when doing any baking bullshit with butter and prep, which is
Refrigerators don't exist in France.
correct. Make the butter very cold. You have to, or else it's going to melt before you're done because you physically cannot work fast enough. Because if you work that fast, the dough will start to get very tense and will fight back and you will get a worse product. Like you just have to give it time. And the way you do that is by getting the butter cold first.
No, they're definitely not going to do a bunch of jump cuts or anything.
Oh, weird. It's like melting all over out of it. Oh. That's his...
Cool.
I feel like if you can still see the butter like rolling out of the sides, you maybe haven't folded it enough, you know? Like I feel like one turn's not enough. This is just like imagining a samurai movie where one guy pulls out his sword, he's like, this has been folded over 1,000 times. The other guy pulls it out, he's like, mine's been folded twice. And just immediately his sword just explodes as he pulls it out of the sheath. And he's like, fuck, should have sprung for 8. Like,
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, this is actually going to be fine. Everybody knows.
yeah, it's gonna turn into a
Croissants
puddle
are
of butter.
folded ones of times.
Look at that bubbling around the outside. Fuck me. Yo. Thanks, Tyler Kings, for giving yourself out to the American Heart Association. Woo. Good bit. Damn, nice. Look at the level of butter bubbling on the outside. You're just deep frying like dough, which, hey, don't get me wrong. That shit rules, but like this, you're just doing it in the most inefficient, stupid way possible. Oh wow,
What?
that's definitely
Come on.
Wow, look at this. It's a different croissant we bought from somewhere else. Check it out. Like I can count that there's
dipping it.
I can count there's more layers. Wait, was that the end?
That's
We
it.
put chocolate on it.
Then just some pistachios. Why not? Who cares?
Hey, thanks for gifting us up the deep fried croissant.
We're just doing whatever.
This is one of those things where people will use like beet extract to color stuff, and I'm like, okay, sure. And then channels like this will be like, put a whole beet in it, and I'm like, that does start to affect the flavor and texture a bit.
Yeah, that's gonna like really fuck with the way it cooks, right?
You
Oh,
might
yeah, you
notice
can
that
tell.
This looks like a strangely gelatinous pancake. Yeah, you might
This is
notice
gonna
how
taste
it's
awful.
like how it's becoming a beet. It's becoming a beet sludge. Smite would dig these. He loves beets. Don't get me wrong. I can appreciate a beet. Okay, what fruit
Beets
do
are
you think
good.
the blue ones are? What fruit do you... Okay, hotshot. What fruit are the blue ones?
Windex.
You
Next
got it.
question.
Got it in one. Damn, he's good.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck. I thought I had him. Not too quick. Not today. Ooh, the brown syrup looks disgusting on top of
It
them.
looks so bad.
It tastes terrible.
Cinnamon, ricotta, and chocolate chunks.
Yeah. This
Cool.
is hey, thanks for gifting us about to Beats by Dre, but it's spelled like beats. that's cool. This is called a bachelor bowl. This is just like, I'm sad and I don't want to cook, but I put everything that's kind of roughly tasty into a bowl, and I'm gonna slug this down.
A 4-year-old decided what was going in this mix.
Is this fucker's cannoli? Like,
Ooh, it might be.
Oh. Except that they decided that it needs to be like incorporated into the dough.
Yeah.
Oh, I see now. Okay, I see what they're doing. It sucks.
Their pancakes look so bad. Like they somehow managed to land in this weird middle ground between crepe and pancake where it has like the worst qualities of both. Like, there's just a complete lack of porosity in the top of this pancake that's really fucking me up, right?
Yeah.
The texture looks so bad.
Yeah. Because they're way too thick to be crepes too, and you don't have any of that little bit of like lacy charring that kind of goes across the surface of it, where you get that little bit of like what's the term for it? Heterogeneity of flavor, where you get like the parts that are like more cooked, parts that are slightly undercooked and all that. It's not just the exact same across the top, which it's weird. That is one thing that vacillates in opinion by fancy people over history, is whether or not that's good. Occasionally you get weird periods where they're just like, all I want to eat is a single clear orb with no flavor. And that's like what royal people want for like 50 years. Like in one of those times, no thanks. but like this is going this way. Yum, my orb. And Neil, thanks for gifting a sub out to Pan Crepe, and thanks for the follows, thank Gobbler.
It's like there's no air in these pancakes at all. They're just dense.
Yeah, they're just very thick crepes.
Oh, great. Another grub treat. Another treat with a big grub around the outside.
No, that was scrunchies.
Oh, okay.
Look out, it's a grenade!
Yeah, at first I was like, are we making like little weird corns? I'm into that. Yo, King Griffey, thanks for gifting us up out to Flavorless Treat. And thank you for the sub, Stank Gobbler. And Bad at Video Games, thanks for gifting us up out to Shy Halloon. Yeah, I was thinking
Please get these off the screen. Fuck Elfelt.
Nasty little corns. And now, yeah, no, it's only reading as grenade.
Get down, Mr. President!
Unbelievable. What are these gonna be? Oh. What shape is this gonna result in? Well. If it's not gonna be another grub.
Stop making bugs.
We're making bugs. You're gonna love it. Thanks for gifting a sub to Breadnade. Thank you for gifting a sub to Piss Beyond Within X, and thank you for gifting a sub to Edible Orb, Amber. Oh.
What?
And now it looks like this thing again. Whenever we do the tube swirl and its ass, enjoy. We did it again.
It's a flower, I suppose.
Is it still a flower? Next. Next clip. Sorry. Next clip. We messed up. Next clip. Oh no! If you drop your shield in that, there's a chance it won't get it back. Son of a bitch.
It's a big Rafflesia, the famously stinky and terrible flower that nobody likes.
Chat, you can't say it unless there's a ring, and we all know this. Thanks for gifting a sub out to Grub Snacker.
There weren't even hands. We didn't even get to the ring yet.
Oh boy. All right. Well, yeah, 5 Minute Crafts, huh? What a channel. What a player, what a game. I wanted to check in with Brit Clips, the British Clips channel. Let me get this all on screen for you. What? Why are you all making noises already? Come on. It says what it is. Why are you upset? I'm sorry. Are they using a fucking sump pump for like clearing a basement to move the gravy? Hoshioinku, thank you for giving some. Oh my god, I never thought I'd ever see a sump pump in a big fucking barrel of gravy. Oh man, that's so funny.
World Gravy Wrestling Championships took place. Held in a supermarket car park in Derwin,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's the only right place to hold it. This is perfect, right? Like, it has to be somewhere like that. Like a random parking lot. You got it.
A handful of untrained wrestlers took it on themselves to grapple in gravy, whilst bemused shoppers walked past, throwing the odd copper or two into a charity collection bucket. The following year, however, the championships moved to the Rose and Bowl pub in Stackstead, Lancashire, and this fantastic venue, with its bowling green and viewing terrace, has since become the home of gravy wrestling, with more than 1,000 people attending the August bank holiday event each year.
Hell yeah, brother. I like that they have to be like attending and not participating in, because you know this is absolutely 1,000 people watching 50 real weirdos.
And in doing so, helping
To be clear, I'm weirdos. I would absolutely be in that gravy.
raise more than £4,500
To be clear, I'd be dominating in that gravy.
for East Lancashire Hospice.
You'd have to
and
fight
other good
this man,
causes.
who is apparently the 6-time world champ.
Yeah, and he's about to have to fight the one-time world champ, which is me, when I beat his ass in the gravy.
Is it? Well, yes, it is. The championships itself has separate
This guy is pretty close to already being a Tekken character, though, so I do have to be careful.
men's and women's competitions, and cheerful competitors face off against one another in a knockout
Oh
style
man,
tournament until
imagine a
eventually
Tekken stage
champion
that's
is
just
declared.
a little
Each
regional
bout takes
parking
place in a
lot
ring that is
in
roughly
England with
16 square
gravy.
feet and lasts for 2 minutes. And at the
There was the parking lot stage in Tekken 7, right? Wasn't that like the Final Fantasy 7 one or whatever? It was like a parking lot with all the stuff parked around the outside?
end of each bout, a panel of 3 judges
But not a Waffle
will choose
House.
winner who progresses
Not a
to the
Waffle
next
House,
round.
no, but they could put a jump in the fuck. Get got bodied.
Judges will choose a winner who progresses to the next round. Whilst the referee controls the bout in the loosest of senses, unlike traditional wrestling,
Wow.
Amazing. Truly
Wow.
amazing.
Get hit by the fucking matador, bro. Thanks for gifting
Who
us
says
sub.
wrestling's fake?
Thanks for gifting us up to Gravy Hose.
wrestling, however, you can't
Yeah,
win by
someone get me on the line with AEW. I got some footage they need to
select a
see.
winner based on some extent to take down
You've had enough big meaty men slapping meat, and it's been too dry for too long. We need to get them boys wet. Gravy time.
Their story
It's a free
entertains
sell.
value, crowd reaction, humour, and the competitor's
Ooh!
persona and costume, which is obligatory for everyone that takes part. So it's fair to say that fun is definitely the name of the game when it comes to getting in the gravy. Wrestling
Thanks for gifting us up to around the outside.
ability is certainly not a priority.
Damn. When you see him in the ring, you are like, this guy's a Dark Souls boss for sure. This is the Dark Souls boss of Gravy. Yeah, that guy has a fighting man's core is the secret. He hasn't done enough work on his upper chest if he wants to like get that big overall look, but he has a fucking core. He has a core that's made for lifting and throwing, and you don't want a piece of it. Thanks for gifting us sub to Gravy Wrestler. Okay, I appreciate a little fun showmanship. Wait, is he wearing a blindfold? Oh, not the hot dog man! Not the hot dog man on the Gravy champion! This, for what it's worth, if I lived within like 50 miles of this, my ass would be here. This seems like so much fun. This is awesome. This is incredible stuff. Oh man. Costumes are mandatory. What would I dress up as? I don't know. Like, I feel like the big banana costume's like a great one for a guy with like big arms and legs, because it's just like a banana with shredded limbs, which is pretty funny. I think that'd be a good bit, but I worry it would give me a tactical disadvantage. Ooh, dressing up like a big ass turkey would be a great choice. Well, checking in with the British. It seems like things are going more okay than usual. So yeah, enjoy a little gravy. Ooh, big onion. Big onion's pretty good. Yeah. Anything that really wants to roll around in gravy, I think would be extremely funny. I think that'd be a really good bit. Well, let me get these auto captions off. What did it decide I should go for? Hindi. That's interesting. It's time for some Mr. Sagu. So we're gonna watch a man lie to us about magnets, among other things. You know, just really whatever they feel like. I mean, what? Wait, what? What's the
Are we using the
perpetual
magnet to
motion
rotate
machine?
it faster? What are the wings for then? What is any of the other stuff for?
Are we claiming perpetual motion? Because if so, the thing about perpetual motion machines is with footage, it's like the easiest thing in the world to do. You just play the footage backwards. You just show it getting faster instead of slowing down. That's it. It's like the easiest thing in the world. It's unbelievable. Yeah. If something seems like it doesn't follow the laws of thermodynamics, it probably doesn't. It's probably bullshit. Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, they use the fan on the front so they can spin it from off screen with an air compressor. That's an easy one, too. What is the claim we're making?
I think we're trying very hard not to explicitly make a claim at any point.
I'm like really confused what they're pretending to do here.
Yeah, because like the original clip, they were using the magnet to like
spin it around manually.
To do magic, yeah.
But like, why are we just hot gluing random?
They're making the contraption that they showed at the start.
Yeah, but why are there like several different
Perpetual motion?
You know what my favorite part of this is? They didn't even take the time to get like two of the same size of magnet for the left and right side. Like it's just uneven. So even if, because like for a second I was like, maybe they're trying to claim, and this is me like trying to think like someone who's trying to scam someone. I'm turning on my scammer brain. I'm going to the dark part of my mind where I think about lying. And this to me would be like, you're saying, okay, when you pull the thing from either side, it induces a little bit of current while it's spinning, and also it like keeps it hovering directly in the middle. It keeps it centered so it doesn't have any friction from the outside tubing. Something like that, right? But they're not even the same size, so like that doesn't even work. Like that one, I can't even lie about that. Oh, brother.
It's me, Lie Lose Day. I'm a motherfucker.
Wait, why didn't it work the first time? Hold on. No, sorry, perpetual motion machine got tired. Did they edit it wrong? Is that what it was?
No, they're showing that you have to try more than once sometimes.
Yeah, you got to do it real correct.
If you don't do it right, it's your fault.
If you don't do it right, then the blower fan from off screen won't turn on. All right, let me turn off the fan. No, you're really pretending this hard. And the other thing with these always is like, there needs to be a way to harvest the current in a meaningful fashion, and it needs to be generating more than you put into it. Like that is the core thing, is like, is it generating more than you put in? And the answer in this case is no, because a air compressor takes like a good amount of electricity. You know, it's like it's pretty big. Or if you reverse the footage, you are, because it's going backwards. So more energy goes out than in because it's going the wrong way. Wow, really stretching this one out, huh? 4 minutes. How much of it is this? How much of this 4 minutes? Jesus Christ on a bicycle. You're kidding me. It's this. What? How is it just all
Unusual
this?
trick.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Please subscribe and thanks and kindness to all. What is this?
I glued a bunch of magnets to a thing. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you. Is this anything? Well, as mentioned in the pre-roll, today is a day of quite a few different videos. I wanted to stop in at a lot of my favorite stations today. And, yeah, I mean, one of them is, hey, it's been a couple weeks. I'll check it out on Boy Joe. See how he's doing.
Oh, God. My enemy, Joe.
Louie Eyes? What a strange name for a cat, but I love it. That's like a weird, like, old JRPG name for a cat. Wow, this music sucks.
Hello, everybody. My name is Joe. This is episode 445 of the Joe is Hungry channel, where we occasionally like to try something new, just for the fun of it, right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia.
Would you say that trying something new just for the fun of it is perhaps one of the most core and joyous parts of the human experience? Because I think it is.
Yes, but not for Joe.
Oh, okay.
Also, he's not doing that. He's getting ad revenue from this. He's not doing it just for the fun of it. You liar.
That's true.
I'm Joe Hater #1. I'm not gonna let him get away with anything.
This motherfucker's keeping him on watch. You ain't slipping shit past Matt. No shot.
45 of the Joe is Hungry channel, where we occasionally like to try something new, just for the fun of it, right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. I would like to send a special shout out to Ethan, aka X Paradox. Thank you for supporting the channel, and happy birthday to
Hey
your
Matt, how
mom.
fucking mad are you going to be if it's not something new?
Oh, I'm gonna blow up. My head's
We're
gonna
trying
explode.
a Big Mac.
I can never imagine telling someone who I don't know personally, happy birthday to your mom. I just can't imagine that.
That's an insult. That's
feel
an
like
insult 100% of the time you say it.
Yeah, I feel like I need to know this person. Like, if I said that to like Matt, it'd be like, okay, yeah, probably. Like, I'm probably just genuinely being like, oh, I hope your mom had a happy birthday. But yeah, if it's just like someone randomly online, that's so weird.
Laura and Chris for making it legal. Leo, aka Dicey, Gavin, Hazel, and Jen Caro, Ben, Jacob, Bunny, and Amber, Trenton, Joseph, and Kevin. I want to wish you a very special Joe is Hungry birthday.
Yo, John Bell, thanks for giving us up with the Airnex.
I want to thank everybody that participated in this week's food poll, because you're sending me to Jeff's to check out a regular menu item, the classic Big Bacon Cheeseburger.
Wow. That ad
Trying
copy,
something new.
Oh,
That ad shot looks like the most generic burger. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. Thanks for giving us out to happy birthday, Mom. This looks like the very most default burger you could imagine. Right?
Those patties look dire. They look.
Yeah, that's Jack in the Box.
Why would you make that your? I want my patties to look dry.
Wait, I thought Jack's was a different thing from Jack in the Box. Is it like a subsidiary?
Didn't they change their name or something?
This is definitely a photograph of a Jack in the Box hamburger.
I mean,
so
it
I
looks
just
like a
assumed
Jack in
they
the Box
remade
hamburger.
their.
Like,
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
thought they just rebranded.
Is it just a new name? Okay, yeah, no, I believe you 100% because that's also what my brain reads this as. It's just like that's like a shitty Jack in the Box burger. But like, yeah, 100%.
Bacon Cheeseburger. For those of you who have never heard of this place, and I'm sure there are many, Jack's, aka Jack's Family Restaurant, is a quick serve burger place with almost 200 locations in Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, and Mississippi.
Hey, yo, fuck
And
this
one of
guy.
them
It is different.
happened to open right down the road from me.
Oh, buddy,
in
you're so
Calhoun,
right.
Georgia. Jack-
Yeah, honestly, bold of you to say it, but I'm proud of you.
Classic Big Bacon Burger. has
That's
two
my
beef
editor.
patties,
You're never gonna collab at this rate.
shredded lettuce, sliced tomatoes and mayonnaise on a
I think I'm good.
style bun. Each one of these burgers will plump you up with 800
I'll
calories.
live.
plump me up. Don't you dare say anything's gonna plump me up. You better get me in the bedroom before you say shit about plumping me up, brother. Don't you dare. Ain't nothing plumps me up. Look at that. Imagine this man says, I'm gonna plump you up. Like, I'm gone.
I would not like
Do you
to
think
imagine
Joe
that.
likes pump?
Yeah, he loves talking about his pump. No, Joe's never seen the inside of a gym.
Mayonnaise on a toasted home-style bun. Each one of these burgers will plump you up with 800 calories. Challenge your marginally functioned kidneys with 1,230 milligrams of sodium. I have the full nutritional information on the screen and in the description.
Hey, thanks for gifting a sub out to Plump Me Up.
Don't like that.
These burgers, you're going to have to shell out $5.99. Make it a medium combo for $9.78 before taxes in Georgia. Is this a good deal? Are they cooked piping hot? Are they made with love? Are they going to stand up to the stringent
Wait, are you going to check for
With
love?
love, it's fast food.
Yeah, I was like, if somebody asked me if I made it with love when I worked at a McDonald's, I would just respond, sir, it's a McDonald's. Like, yeah, this is made.
You're lucky it's cooked through.
This is made with 100% apathy.
testing standards. Well, all you have to
Uncut,
do is wait for
baby.
me to get started when we roll the drive-through at Jack's in Calhoun, Georgia.
Honestly, if I get Arby's and there isn't a little bit of ennui with it, why am I at Arby's? Whoa, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 soundtrack dropped.
Thank you for choosing Jack's. What can I do for you?
Could I get 3 classic big bacon burgers?
So you want the big bacon the way they come? Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, pull around, please.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
How we doing?
Pretty good.
I love when someone definitely didn't have to call the manager out because Joe was definitely not being fucking weird. He was definitely not being a fucking weirdo, and they definitely didn't have to have the manager come vibe check him because they're like,
You paused on a death stare.
yeah.
Okay, pull around, please.
Like, you can tell something went weird based on how he's acting.
I mean, I wouldn't be too
Who's
surprised.
from outside the car? Does he have just cameras stapled to his car?
Yeah.
He does on the front. Yeah, like, so you can see right now in the very, very bottom left, that little arc, that's actually part of a suction mount that they put to the glass. So you actually suction cup it to the front of your car. So yeah, it's not like hidden by any means.
Yeah.
There's a car, there's a camera sticking off the front of his car. Like, it's very clear. So there's probably a chance that, yeah, they were like, oh, brother. Yeah, he has like 3 or 4 internal cameras and then the one external camera. And also, hey, there's a really good chance that Joe's got a reputation in these areas. Let's be honest. There's like, hey, when I worked at a restaurant, if there was a guy who was like a little weird, hell, if somebody like showed up and ordered a meatball or a meat-long football or something, that's all we would talk about for 2 months. Like, so...
Let's look up the population of Calhoun, Georgia.
Yeah.
About 18,000.
Yeah. Easily the guy with the weird cameras on his car, or he's like free target.
Mm-hmm.
How we doing?
Pretty good.
I need a football meat long? Fuck.
He looked behind the car to make sure that Joe wasn't holding things up.
Incredible. Yeah, like this is awesome. Let's get every frame of this, because this is like every frame of painting for sure. First of all, first engagement. Woof. All right. Wow, look at that. The stare down like this fucking guy. Can I help you? Which is a bizarre response when you're just supposed to be handing someone their food and their receipt. Bizarre thing to bring up. Very strange.
Also, yeah, him looking like behind, like at the back of the car. You can tell he's seeing if there's like more fucking cameras.
Just making sure if this is going to be a problem or not for like real customers.
Also, I'm seeing in chat about like how this shit is like not an actual Jack in the Box, but is like copying it. Is this another fucking like Burger King situation?
It might be. He was saying that there's like 3 states that they have locations in, but it's only 200 locations.
Yeah, this frame is amazing because you have.
I love that death stare. It's so good.
Yeah, you have one worker staring him the fuck down like this fucking asshole. You have one just staring off in a random direction that is clearly not prudent just because they don't want to be forced to engage with the situation. And mirroring that up front, you have Joe trying to hold a dumbass neutral expression while also looking forward so he does not have to engage with the situation. This is like a known technique of if I'm not looking at anybody, they can't perceive me back. If our vision cones don't meet, we don't have to fight. It's like Pokemon trainers.
I've got my big bacons. Let's pull off to the side and do the Joe is Hungry temperature test.
I forgot he started keeping track of how long it takes him to get the order.
Was this burger made with love? No, sir, it was made with pride.
Big bacon number 1 is 138.9 degrees Fahrenheit. Big bacon number 2 is 122.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Big bacon number 3 is 133.7 degrees Fahrenheit. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time...
Okay, so reading their about page, it seems like it was a place that had to deal with lawsuits from Jack in the Box, but got like a regional exception by the end of it because Jack is like just a name.
You know, I like my temperatures at 140
Wild.
degrees or above hot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see how mad he is.
Big bacon number 3 is 133.
Oh, he's so mad.
If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know
Here's the thing.
I like my temp.
What temperature do you think he's going to say today for what his minimum normally is? Because it changes all the time.
He's saying 140 for sure. He's going to say they failed.
175. He wants his food above 210.
Temperatures at 140 degrees or above hotter is always better.
Hotter is always better.
Wrong. Just objectively
don't
incorrect.
even need to say things about that. That's so fucking
We've watched
dumb.
him burn his mouth and be like, finally.
What a dumb idiot. Also, like 140 it's one of those things where people will just like quote food safety stuff at you and like not know that there's a lot more complexity that goes into food safety. They just give you a general guideline that's like going to make it safe no matter what because they want to be able to say like as the government they want to make sure you don't like die from taking your beef a little not far enough. They'll tell you to eat it well done. You shouldn't, but like they'll tell you that.
Apparently Jax and me, we're kind of getting off on the wrong foot here.
Also, it just needs to be brought to that temperature. It's not like immediately unsafe when it goes back under it. That's crazy.
Obviously not cooking these burgers to order, pre-cooked, throwing them together, I guess. I don't know for sure. Mixing hot and cold ingredients don't answer for this. So today,
what?
Calhoun, Georgia, you're new here and you fail the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time
oh,
to
he's so mad.
Count the bacons. Take a good long look.
I want Joe to review the 5-minute craft grubs. All you'd have to do is like fill a puff pastry, like shape it like a hot pocket, cook it, and then after it's like out of the oven and cooled down a little bit, just inject it full of sour cream. Serve it to him. Vis cauda vis.
Oh, he'd love that shit.
Yeah,
the Joe
easy.
is Hungry weight test.
Easiest 10 I ever
so
got.
well in the temperature test, and I want y'all to know before everybody asks in the comments, this is a double patty burger, so I had to probe between the meat to get the most accurate temperature.
Say between the buns,
God.
you pussy. Say you had to put the probe between the buns. What a wiener. I know what he means, but like, I had to stick it between the meat. Like,
Sure. I just wanted to.
Also, for what it's worth, that's not the right way to take temperature on that.
That doesn't get the most accurate temperature. The most accurate temperature is inside the patty.
Yeah, you have to measure them separately because they're two separate physical objects. Welcome to the real world, Joe. If you want to measure the part that matters, it's each one individually. You don't put them between, you don't nestle it between the meat. That's not how thermal interfacing works, Joseph.
He's like so arrogant and judgmental about it, and and then just admits, and I did the whole thing wrong. Like, Joe truly brings out the worst in me.
Plus, this probably wasn't the most enthusiastic group that I've ever seen working in a place.
Fuck off!
Wait, what did he say?
It's fast food.
He said it's not the most enthusiastic group of people I've seen working there. Like, shove it up your ugly ass, dude. And I repeat, shove it up your ugly ass. Holy shit. It's a Jack's, man. What the fuck? They probably can't even afford to get the food from where they fucking work. Like, shove it up your ass, man. Holy fuck. And you filmed them without permission. Like, yeah, sure, they work in a public place. If you're in public, there's a chance you'll be filmed. That's just kind of how it is in today's day and age. That being said, there's a difference between like casually catching someone while you're like taking a photo of your food or a video of you talking to your friends or something, and setting up like a full shot with full intention to interact with that person on camera, right? Like, that's the big line. It's the difference between someone being just like a random extra in the background, kind of passively, versus like, no, you're going to be an actor in my little play today. And like, especially when you're doing that. I can't wait
for him to meet somebody who's a member of the Actors Union.
MFT Lucky Strike, thank you for gifting a sub out to Calm Down Matthew, hitting Matt with the thing that we all know works every time. Happy birthday to Matt's mom.
Wait, I don't get it. Why am I being called out?
Cool it. No, it's fine.
Matt, cool it.
What the fuck?
They just opened up just a few months ago. You'd think they'd be on their A game. But in spite of that, I'm still going to be fair because I'm going to take off for the...
You know what? It's the first year of this football team, so you think they'd be on their A game. But it turns out, no, they're terrible. What's up with that? This brand new franchise is not good at it yet.
The packaging. In other words, I'm going to set the tear on the scales.
Yeah, like, I think the differentiation between someone being just an extra passing through the background and like forcing someone to be a little actor in your play is like pretty well understood, because that's legitimately what a huge amount of like pay structure rules in like film work on. Like, that's the thing, is like, there are times where someone will have filmed 1 or 2 lines, and then for production costs sake, they will just cut those lines and have them be in the background, because then they have to pay them way less. Like, it's so known. Yeah, that's like Screen Actor Guild stuff.
Big Bacon number 1 weighs in at 7.95 ounces or 226 grams. Big Bacon number 2 weighs in at 8.00 ounces or 227 grams. Big Bacon number 3 again weighs in at 8.00 ounces or 227 grams. Well, the weights are extremely close, pretty much down to machine accuracy. Maybe if they'd have spent a little more time cooking these things to order, when...
You're so right, Cobuddy. You're so right. Cobuddy, you're so right.
What's up, friend? You okay?
So here's the thing. I hate this man so much.
Like, it's one of those things where I understand what he means, right? And if he was a legitimate food critic, that would be something that would be noteworthy. Is just like, hey, these are pretty clearly being machine-made frozen and shipped here, and then like heated up, and you can tell because they are borderline identical weights. It is the difference between, you know, the amount of sauce they put on top, that kind of stuff. But not when you're doing a consistency test for fast food, where you're literally testing how consistent their serving size is. You're not allowed to be a little wiener about that. If they're off by a net total of 0.33 grams on average, you have to shut the fuck up and say, I'm nutting about how consistent these burgers is. Like, that's what you gotta do. You gotta nut up and admit that your scale is dumb, or lean into it and be like, brother, this is the same 3 burgers have ever been.
When they're ordered, we might be doing a little bit better. Jax doesn't provide us with any serving weights, so I really can't do anything with that. So that only leaves one more thing, and that would be to add them all up, average them out, do the math, and you come up with the high middle of the road, 75 cents an ounce. So now it's time to do the one and only, the Joe is Hungry big reveal.
It really does look exactly like a Jack in the Box burger, though.
Also, holy shit, if that isn't the saddest looking patty I've ever seen. Yo, thanks for giving a sub out to Joe Suck. I appreciate that you know what? You did it anonymously, so we can just all pretend we did it together. Everyone put their hand into the middle and said, fuck Joe.
I'm Spartacus.
Huh?
I'm Spartacus, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
God.
Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta say, straight up, I remember having burgers in
You're gonna say school, right?
Lowell
School
middle
patties?
school. Yeah, Lowell fucking middle school. And I remember them being about on this caliber, if not maybe slightly above. This is
Salisbury steak ass burger.
Yeah, this is school burger tier, which if you're not from America, a lot of times we would have burgers as just like one of the options for lunch for the day. I imagine that's less common the farther you go from America. But they are the worst. I imagine they just probably don't do it as much anymore, especially because beef costs have gotten so high that even doing these terrible fake patties is like gonna be too costly. Ugh. Yeah, I'll be real. Even without tasting this, I can say for me, this would be probably a 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yo, thanks for the resub to Yoda. Thank you. We had school burgers in Alberta. Okay, that's still very close proximity. Yeah.
And also, that's Alberta. That's the most America Canada gets.
Is it? I thought it was Toronto. I guess so.
That's some of the worst meat I've seen on a burger, both bacon or patty. This is dire.
Alberta is Texas, Canada. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's like that kind. Yeah, because I think of Toronto as like this weird, like slightly more calm version of Chicago, like a smaller, calmer Chicago.
Yeah, that's probably fair. But yeah,
Texas, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, yeah. So Alberta is rural America, and Toronto is more urban America. Okay, word. This stream is officially CanCon.
Whoa!
Oh.
Dense.
Oh god. I
Claymates.
made like some fucking frozen burgers earlier today that look better than this.
Yeah.
I'm ready to agree with whatever score he gives this.
What if he gives it a 9?
Well,
I'm probably ready to agree with whatever score he gives this. That's a fair point.
This is what it looks like.
I'm gonna say I won't probably agree with him because I would go lower. I am like almost assured
that
even when he hated
that's true.
shit,
It's new Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. Even old Joe though, like would very rarely go down into the 0s and 1s and 2s. And new Joe never does. And for me, this is like clearly a flat
This is
0.
like yeah. Yeah, this is somewhere between 0 and 1.
This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. We've seen what it looks like, and we saw how much it was. Got a little bit of crush factor going on. I would like to see more bacon hanging out around the edges like it does in the ad photo.
Yeah, my burger got smooshed.
Did that?
My burger got smooshed. Who did this? Me pulling out a giant knife and pushing it through the middle of the burger. Who smooshed it? Who smooshed my burger?
like I'm assuming he means like smash burger stuff, but
No, he means like the sandwich was smooshed.
Oh.
Like that is what he means. He said this before in the past. Yeah, because like there's been a couple times where he's gotten some that were like fully crushed in the bag, and that shit does kind of suck when it happens, when you're like, oh great, I got flat wet bread. But like, no, that's not this at all. That's still like a very enriched bun that is standing up because it has received all of its enrichment and thus is very sturdy.
But I'll let you be the judge of that. And you're wondering, did I count the bacon? Well, you know I did.
Yeah, see, for me, 0 is legally edible, and that is the full qualification. It gives me calories and it doesn't kill me. That's it. That's what 0 is. Like that's the base. Because like under that is literally not food. So it's just like it has to be not food to be under that.
I have some post-autopsy photos right up here on the screen, and we can see that they actually gave us almost 3 slices of bacon. Granted, they were kind of small. So that leaves one more test to do, and everybody knows what it is. It is the one and only, the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is bite test.
Yeah, food poisoning is like -10. Food poisoning is this has caused me harm. That's very different.
Give me a sign. Baby, give me
Because I think it's fair to say that if a 10 out of 10 is food that I will think about and be like in revelry about for multiple days, food poisoning is I'm miserable and actively removed from this plane for multiple days, and thus should be a negative 10.
Just give me one more.
Oh no! No, don't give a positive nod. Okay, no, it is mostly negative, thank God.
I think it was mostly confused.
This shrug is so like
so good.
If you posted this out of context and cut the burger out, you could post it with just sugar in all caps, and I would think I'd be like, oh yeah, the guy from Men in Black. I haven't thought about that movie in forever. I'm like, oh yeah, it's that guy. A little DreamWorks facey. He's eating a lot of it for something I would give a 0.
Oh, he loves it.
So give me a sign.
He didn't finish all of it, and he's pulling out the Diet Coke, which to me usually means negative. Oh, this is the most weird TikTok-y thing I've ever seen of the sped up, like gives you a drink and smiles thing that like, oh, creepy every time. That,
Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more. Talking to you.
What are you doing?
Well, the tomato is fresh and juicy. I can barely taste the cheese. Maybe they could have used a little bit more of that. In spite of having almost...
I will tell you right now, brother, the reason you could taste the cheese wasn't because they didn't use enough of it. It's because the cheese they gave you was probably more emulsification agent than actual dairy product.
3 slices of bacon. I still have a little bit of trouble tasting it. Unfortunately, the bread was kind of dry and untoasted. The burger patties were
I believe that.
Oh yeah, no, this burger looked like shit. Like anything he says about this burger that's like, this burger was shit. I'm like, yeah, I can tell that was a shit burger.
Seasoned and also dry. A direct side effect of cooking your meat ahead, aka not cooking to order. However, before I can give this thing its final score.
It's not your pet problem, Joe. It's for other reasons.
It's just a suck-ass burger, dude.
Yeah, like
emulsification
everything is because of the thing I hate. Like, man, I'm like trying to free myself from samsara these days. I'm practicing non-duality, and Joe is like dragging me back to the dirt road.
Yeah,
every second of my life.
This is your 40 days in the desert, is listening to this man without getting angry.
I want to dial it back to an earlier time. See what Shadow Joe
Impossible challenge.
Sneak-a-doodle bite. Sneak-a-doodle bite number 1. Sneak-a-doodle bite number 2. Sneak-a-doodle bite number 3.
Why do you need 3?
You know, Prime, I don't think it's...
Did he refer to himself as Prime?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
baby, now we're establishing universes. This is the good stuff.
Right.
He watched too much MCU recently, so...
And just take it easy. Just suck it up and do your job. Anyway, let's get...
Oh, he's getting mad at himself again. The inner turmoil.
Even Joe
of the
hates
true
Joe.
Joseph. Yeah. Now the real truth comes forth, which is you can hate Joe as much as you like, and you will still only be Joseph's number 2 hater.
Get on with this. It's kind of dry. If this bread is toasted, I'm a monkey's uncle. I can barely taste the bacon, and I would have sure liked it cooked fresh and hot to order. I'm not really seeing that happening today. So, now it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and...
All right, what are we thinking? And we don't do full bets on it anymore, but like, you feel free to hit me up in chat. What are your numbers? What do you think this fool's gonna give this thing? Because like, considering his scale does say middle of the road fast food, and this is like clearly substandard of that, this has to be sub 5, right? It has to be.
In a normal circumstance,
range.
yeah.
3.5.
I'm saying 5-6 range, because like Joe's insane.
Thanks for gifting a sub to Mini Mad. The Dark World version.
I'm gonna say like 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that he says, I'm gonna say this falls into the low universe, and also Joe is not aware of the nature of the human spirit, and that 3.7 is what you're going for if you're going for something that kind of feels random on the lower end. So I'm gonna say he goes for 3.7. I think it's a 0 in my heart.
Never achieved 5 and down.
I was thinking 3.8, so yeah.
3.8? Okay,
The
word.
pits and depths of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the score that it truly deserves.
Oh, I thought he had like the party blower thing again. The way he was winding up.
Give this the score that it truly deserves.
Dude, right? Like,
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Jax, Calhoun, you just opened up. You should be on your A game. Assembling your food to order is not the same thing as cooking to order. It's called taking shortcuts.
Oh my god, shut the fuck
he's
up.
such a little baby.
Don't mind waiting for hot and fresh food.
Then go to a regular ass restaurant.
Yeah, then go to a sit down
Who's
restaurant. Wad, go to a nicer place. Like, if you want to wait for a good burger, then go to a place where they let you wait for a good burger. You've gone to the wrong
Also, he
business,
totally does.
butthole. Yeah.
But
Also, yeah, as
outside of
chat
being
points out, that he
sketchy,
complains about having to
he
wait for a
didn't
long
screw me
time.
on the bacon.
Yeah.
So today, I'm going to give you a charity. 5.0.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Wow.
I hate
was
that I'm
thinking-
tied to this asshole forever.
I was thinking, like, in reality, New Joseph 5 is probably the lowest he's gonna go for something that didn't actively like make him throw up. Which, yeah, it's just really like, it's so weak, right? I feel like he's just very spineless in giving this a 5. Calling this a 5 is like truly spineless behavior to me. Like, if you call this a 5, why does the scale go to 0? What's down there? Like, what is that? Do I have to fucking like sneeze in your mouth? Is that a 1?
Chili
Like,
peppers.
Popeyes is down there.
I thought for a second I thought you said like head lice, like eating head lice is like. I'm like, yeah, that would be pretty down there, I think.
I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
God damn.
That is my number. That is my review. And hopefully,
Is this
I
his
will
first
see
time
you
doing a
in the next
even
video.
number, like 5-0?
He does them occasionally. He does tend to
Okay.
avoid them. I think this one is because he literally just wanted to make sure it could fall legally into the dumb part of his. Because he'll randomly decide the scale matters or it doesn't. And in particular, when he goes on the low end, all of a sudden he starts to respect it a lot more. So yeah, he wanted to make sure it was legally in middle of the road fast food, which is just nothing. That's
For hot
nothing.
and fresh me on the bacon. So today, I'm going to give you a charity.
It's like a case of like, what's the point of us even having numbers if we're just gonna make them up, you know, at the end? Welcome to Gauss DIY channel. Even engineers NASA don't think of this. 5 ingenious ways to make paint sprayer. We're not gonna watch all of this because this is like a 50-minute compilation. Because apparently that's what the YouTube algorithm is like loving right now. But we're just gonna, you know, enjoy a little bit, see what Gauss is up to.
Anyway, I just wanted to roast Joe for a minute, so I'll hop out.
Oh yeah, feel free. Thanks for hanging out.
Later.
Yeah. Oh shit. Need to do a shout out. Hey, follow CoBuddy. They do a show every so often called Death Notes, where people are presented portions of information about death battles, which do this when it's full. Don't be a pussy. Sorry. It's called death battles are like people make, sorry, that was just a Midwestern reflex. They will like commission a song about Vegeta and Shadow the Hedgehog fighting, for example. And that would be a very easy, that would be like a 1-point example. And you'd get little bits of information and both teams try to figure out who it is. It's a very good game show. There was an episode of it recently where we were cheating because CoBuddy told us to. It's a good time. So do this if it's full.
rules.
It is. It's a really fun show. So I guess they were showing us it's mostly empty. I still gotta say, don't love this. I don't love people de-aerosolizing their aerosolization. Is this safe? I wouldn't recommend it personally. That made me so sad. I was hoping Semble just knew Black Sigil. Yeah, there were a couple in there that were definitely just like, we did just know it. That one though, horse piss. 100% bullshit.
But he worked at a mall.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about working like a million, as someone who worked like a million places when he was younger, it's great. You can just say you knew stuff. Okay, see, this is like, I think, very bad now, because now you've got a paint that's entirely in the wrong form factor. Because the whole thing about paints and pigments, right, is like, you have to mix them for the application. Like, spray paint is very good at being sprayed, and still, okay, well, riddle me piss.
We're adding spirits.
What are we adding spirits for?
We're gonna get extra paint out.
We're cleaning out the bottle for some reason.
Gotta make it food safe.
Now you have even thinner, even worse pigment with mineral spirits mixed into it. What is this for? Are we just cleaning out the bottle? Why? I feel like we've blown more on parts already, like expended material and consumables, like that mineral spirit, than we're gonna get value back out. Well, this is putting hat on a hat. this is nonsense.
Let him cook.
This makes my teeth hurt.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Ooh. Okay, now it's sandpaper, which is more reasonable. But what are we sandpapering?
I thought that he was gonna make like a slit, right? But no.
Are we gonna do this so we can weld something to it?
I think that you got it.
Wait, but that's a curved surface. You're making something
why else
flat.
would you need to get to the metal instead of, if we're just gluing it on it, we don't need.
Well, I agree with you, but I'm saying to them, why are you making it flat? Oh, are we JB welding it? No, it's epoxy. I agree. I think that would be a lot of fun if they were just getting ready to hook one side into an air compressor and the other side into like some kind of feed line just to make the unlimited spray can, which like they literally already make that as an attachment for an air compressor.
I'm like pretty sure that's probably what's about to happen, yeah.
There's a good chance. It's not looking good for haters. My haters are about to be in shambles. Oh yeah, line it up real good. Yeah, you give a shit. Yeah, it's called a paint sprayer or an airbrush. I don't know if there's a difference between those. I'm guessing paint sprayers are more for like large scale applications. Is this a real-time strategy?
You're telling me that
game
this
or a MOBA?
exists?
Huh? Yeah, they just made it. It's brand new.
That's not true. Even NASA scientists can't think of this.
We just spent so much damn time making Teflon that we're out of ideas.
Oh.
Okay. Tubing. As a painting apprentice for one summer, paint sprayers are much larger than airbrushes. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that was like a categorization thing or if just like, that's just like a colloquial term and they're just all sprayers. I'm not very talented at the graphic arts.
So we're using a bike pump, right?
once again, it is seeming that way. That's very funny to me, the idea of like stepping up and down, or like doing it one-handed, like pumping it with one hand while spraying with the other. That's got like a very good like Studio Ghibli feel to me. Yeah. Like I'm imagining like an old man in a workshop, like pumping a thing up and down while spray painting some like the most beautiful piece of art I've ever seen in my life, of like a gorgeous landscape that makes me appreciate the earth and want to stop polluting. I'm just like, wow. Valve stems are cheap and self-sealing. Yeah, that's kind of the thing too, is like, we have grommets. And like, you can easily, since you're the one drilling the hole, you can just drill the hole to be fitted to the grommet. If you're not familiar, chat, a grommet is like a little donut, but you cut slits around the outside of it. So you just pop it into a thing, and then it's just a seal. You've got a full rubber enclosure that like squeezes stuff in it. It's great. Spoken like a guy who doesn't live in an abandoned junkyard. You're right. I'm gonna, you know what? When it's Waterworld time, I'm gonna be in shambles. You trust this seal? Yeah, I like in general like to seal up objects and then pressurize them as much as possible and just see what happens. I'm more confused.
Of course.
I'm more confused than I've ever been.
Oh, it's like a rubber washer, but like we're using the whole part of the buffalo. Since we already used part of the tube before, might as well use more of it.
It's just a really bad washer, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yes. Now fill it up with a bunch of crocodile. Just blast it right to the dome. What's the 1 out of 5? This is a compilation video. Don't worry, we're not watching the whole thing. I'm not that cruel. To myself or others. Come on around the bend.
There's something really disturbing about Ant just running all over his hand and
Yeah.
he does not give a fuck.
Doesn't react.
Like we don't do another take?
Yeah. Ah, this is to make it so when the ants get inside, they're all jacked up. they're all crazy out of their mind on drugs. Yes.
Thank God we've watched all these.
Yeah.
Thank God we've watched all of these plastic repair videos. We know what's going on.
Yeah, when you just put a powder with some cyanoacrylate and you're just like, yeah, this is a compound. This is solid. This bears weight. Okay, but here's my problem with this, right? Where did you harvest that paint from?
This is a different paint for sure.
Yeah. So where'd you harvest that
other
one from?
dried out.
Because you can't use the paint you made before because you put a shitload of mineral spirits in it, so it's going to be thin and not work because you put anti-paint in the paint, you buffoon. Yeah, that's the only problem. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know what's like so funny about this? They didn't put a hole on the back, so it's gonna take 10,000 years to pour. Because it's gotta like glug in air after every single droplet goes out. It's so funny. It's so slow. Yeah, this is truly just buy a funnel, please. Oh, badass. Yeah, there's like birds getting harassed outside. It sounds like in this video.
I was like, where is the birds coming from? I was getting a little.
That's the video. Yeah, the bird.aiff or whatever is from outside.
Look how much of the paint is on the outside of the can now.
Great.
Well, I think that was to make it look more like a tool. Possibly the safest pipe bomb ever. Fucking A. Good one. In no time at all. All right, 3 and what is this material for? This is the most scrap I've ever seen in my life. This is the most scrap material. You only really are supposed to shake it that much when it's like low.
So we made a refillable spray paint can, I guess, is the idea.
And again, assuming you're not, because if you're just harvesting paint from other spray cans, that's already stupid. That's already in a dispenser, right? Or you're buying the sprayable paint directly and you have a pump, in which case, holy shit, get a paint sprayer. This is really some Waterworld shit. Okay, I'm just going to skip ahead here because I have a feeling this is going to be exactly the same. Let's see. Okay, really globbing it up. Look at how much weld they got in the tube. They're like, this thing's not going to work. They jammed it up. Whoops.
That's good value.
What if I put a little baking soda and cyanoacrylate in here? Would that do it for you? Is that a mass? Is that solid? That tube is thoroughly sealed at this moment. Oh, okay. Then you put a little valve on it. Oh. And then you made another one.
That's a bong.
That's a bong. God, don't give stoners ideas. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, God, I've known people who, like, will do the thing where they cut off the bottom of a 2-liter and like put it in a bathtub with stuff burning on top, pull it up, and then push it down into the tub with their mouth over it so that it forces it into their lungs. Don't tell them, like, what if you made a pressurized vessel and injected it into your lung? We're gonna have a stoner getting like popped from the inside. We can't do this. Brother, I could save you 2 hours if you give me an apple. Yeah, you can do it almost on anything. Oh, okay. Now, why do we need 2 containers, do you think? Here's a new riddle. What's the second container for? Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why do you want it pressurized in a separate container? I love that it's not sealed at all, so it's just spraying all over in the fucking background. And the pressure gauge is not moving at all, because it is not holding pressure. Wow, all of that, and it held almost 0 bar of pressure. Yep. Oh, let me find the angle. Okay, kind of works a little. Uh-oh, already running out, huh? All you have to do is pump for 2 real-life minutes for 2 seconds of spray.
Studio Ghibli.
Is that like the worst application of paint you've ever seen in your life? Because I think it is for me. Especially the part here. I really love this. I don't know if anyone else caught it, where they're not paying enough attention to their wet spots and they just drag their line across it. Yeah, that's art. Yeah, that's the artist's mark where they fucked up the art.
No, this is following instructions. Apply in a single thick coat.
Yeah, 1 coat, thick as possible.
We've gone back in time to generate the orange peel.
All right. Well, that's about all I can tolerate of Gauss DIYs, the bad ideas that I guess NASA didn't think of. Does NASA have to make paint sprayers a lot? I feel like they
Probably
don't.
not.
Yeah.
But I think he's probably right. They didn't think of those ideas.
True. Well, this is LHack TV, a channel that hadn't uploaded in quite a while. They're back, and we're starting immediately with Paw Patrol. Wow. Cut out the Paw Patrol. Kids love the Paw Patrol.
He just removed the cop from the napkin.
Cool. Life hack, get rid of the cop.
Yeah, now it's a better napkin. Oh, sick! Now you can teach your kids to burn cops. Yes. My child, this is Praxis. It's the cop candle? Oh shit, it's one of those new bougie candles. It smells like bacon when you burn it. NASA never thought of that either. Yeah. Time to sharpen an eraser. Do you think we're gonna make 2-sided pencils like Mace Windu? Do you think, or not Mace Windu? Fuck, Darth Maul. Why did I say Mace Windu? That'd be a purple pencil. I'm stupid.
Wow, fake Star Trek fan.
I don't even like Star Trek, and you know that. Or are we making one really long pencil? Okay, you're getting me back again. Yo, thanks to Rizza for the 23. Thank you, Cordy. Oh my God, is it becoming a Darth Maul pencil? Dun 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 dun. Finally, I can use this thing that I use as a joke in the correct context once.
Well, we've like cut a hair tie, and what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Is this a fishing rod?
We're making a fishing rod
for idiots.
For the Fae, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a cat toy.
Toy.
Cat.
Dog toy. The thing about a dog toy is you could just do this with your hands and the dog will play with that just the same. You don't need, unlike cats, you can just kind of put your hands back and forth and have high energy and be like, ooh, and the dog will be into it pretty quickly. You don't really need a toy for that. Yeah, I don't know why they felt the need to make it out of multiple pencils instead of just like a dowel rod. Yeah, thanks for the resub. Yeah. Weird cat. Cute cat, though. Very cute cat. Look at this cat.
Yeah, good cat.
Strange looking cat.
This is one of my favorite, like, general frames of corgis. You'll see this one now and again. A real good look from a corgi. Very funny.
I mean, this is the best video so far by a lot now.
Yeah, it had a really
huge
cool
margin, not even close.
Yeah, cool dog. 10 points. And now the Coke is stable. This is simply a modification that increases the stability of your Coca-Cola by 20%. You're welcome. Plus 20% stability.
Yeah, if you're like drinking a Coca-Cola in bed or whatever, now it's not going to tip over.
Oh, I was going to say while piloting a mech, but yours is good too. Nope, it's the worst knife block. It's a knife block for exactly 3 knives.
No, this one's bad. This one's dangerous.
Oh, love? The love is dangerous?
Checkmate.
Look, if you print something out on 4 pieces of paper, it's bigger. Also, hey, dog shit job on this split, brother. You kind of put a little too much on the... You couldn't have pulled this down to 3 pages? Or used a little more of the 4, huh? Also, the fact that they left the margins on is so funny. Because you're supposed to turn the margins off when you're doing something.
Yeah, you print to bleed.
This. Yeah, you print to bleed.
I do love the fact that it starts with a frame of love, L.
Is this just like a child's arts and crafts project? Like, what are we doing?
I think we're doing some form of stenciling, but I'm confused as to what, why we need this many steps for stenciling. The L has a glans. Thanks, Maddie. Wow. Really sawing the shit out of that, huh?
So what do you think? Is this a practical invention or a smart idea?
It's practically an idea.
Cutting out cardboard in the shape of a word. Holy shit, gland serif. Fuck me. That's good. That's good stuff. Gland serif. Woo! Woo!
It's full.
Is this like decorating tips for like if you're trying to set up an Airbnb and you've got some like really high space where you can put some stuff that no one will be too close to and so it can look a little like shit? Oh yeah, this is like up on a weirdly high shelf where you're like, is that just the shelf where they put the word love, I guess? Wow. Wow, look at that.
Show me that beautiful Coke logo.
One search engine optimized Coca-Cola, please. Blob.
Okay.
Someone needs to make like an online course about how to apply adhesive properly. Because like apparently this is a skill that people don't have. I thought people just knew how to do this. I guess this is one of my engineering biases. I'm like, yeah, you just put like a thin layer. You want basically the minimum amount possible because you want it to be as close to just being one object as you can. Unless it specifies otherwise.
It's one of these.
Oh, it's the worst pop socket in the world. It's a pop socket, but it's missing half the functions of a pop socket. Yo, thank you for resub. I hope you enjoy a little ad-free time.
You know, if the video playing on the phone there had been the start of like this one, that might have been kind of a cool transition.
Okay. Tie a dowel to a second dowel.
Big is this anything energy? What are we fucking doing?
Oh, this is gonna be a bird feeder. Thanks for
yeah.
Thanks for giving us something to poop socket. Okay, but what's the tennis ball do?
Dog toy again?
Oh no, this is part of the yeah. So this is gonna be a dog toy where they like pull on it and it dispenses a little bit of food. Yeah. So this is the common problem. So feeder adjacent. The problem with this and the problem with any toy that an animal can interact with to get the food to come out, they will find a way to make all of the food come out. There needs to be very specific safeguards against the animal's inherent drive to get all of the food out.
Yeah. They're going to destroy this thing.
Yeah, frame zero. This a dog is going to see there is food in, like taste a little bit of the food, smell that there is food inside the bottle, and then bite through the bottle instantly. Like at best, your dog is going to swallow roughly a mouthful of plastic. And if you're unlucky, they'll decide the plastic was pretty good and go in for the rest of the bottle. Okay, this corgi's pretty cool.
Yeah, this does generate us a little bit of footage of a funny dog, so
I'll
it's
take
not
it.
all bad.
Yeah, I'll take it. In this desert of content, dogs are an oasis. Okay, now do I need to put this on a banana and wait for a while? Oh, you're right. This is an aioli. Right. I've had this on a pita before. Yeah, I had a youth pat. Okay, now wait, now hold on though. Now I'm even more confused than I was before.
What?
Yeah, now I'm like really confused because like I was a little confused before. Now I'm dumbfounded. Because I didn't think
the American
toothpaste
commercials have reached this guy and he doesn't understand why it's blue.
Yeah, the Playtex commercial. Also, did you know that toothpaste would like emulsify with oil this smoothly? I don't know why that bothers me so much. But
I don't want to know that, but I do now.
Yeah, I don't love knowing that toothpaste acts as an emulsifying agent with olive oil. Oh well, yeah, it's a delicious mint buttercream. Great for a yeast infection, comma, giving you one. Nope, stupider. Stupider.
No.
Why?
Yippee, more emulsifier for me, yippee. This is to, make your foot cold and oily. It's so your foot is cold and oily. What do you want? Even Tarantino would say no. Too much. Apply the cream.
Didn't use the actual product that does anything.
Yeah. Also, you just blew like an entire tube of toothpaste. That shit isn't free. Toothpaste is like expensive-ish, right?
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, there's...
Yeah?
Yeah. And hey, thanks to the reason I'm a jokester. Yeah, Archimp, the thing is like... That's what I was thinking too, was they were thinking there's like very light abrasives in toothpaste, but then they just gently set it up against your foot, and like abrasives need friction. That's their mechanism of action. You can't just you can't just like lie sandpaper on top of wood, walk away, and then come back 10 minutes later and the wood is smooth.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually.
Yo, Vanbella, thanks for the reason. Oh, shit. I've been using the sandpaper all wrong. Yo, Corn Dad, thanks for the resub. Oh, are we making another little Shai Hulud?
Loop. All right.
Got them period feet.
Is this Larry the Cucumber in drag? What am I looking at? I don't understand.
Well, done.
Well, no one knows. Yo, there's literally some sign guy Bubsy.
Larry, if he was serving.
Larry the Cucumber with a fat ass. And now you have a bathtub for a rat. Rat's tub. I think watching someone give a rat that they like a bath could be pretty cute. I'd watch that. I think it'd be cool.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this guy doing?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about nicer things. Singing songs that remind me of the better times, you know? Oh. Soak. Stinky.
Come on, dog. Come on. Come on.
It's the suicide machine.
This is my aromatherapy device for when I need to smell vinegar. When I need to reset my chakras and like really huff some vinegar.
Like, there's no way you get enough air through those holes, right? Like, this is actually dangerous.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also there's
this is
nowhere near.
bad.
Also, it doesn't seal. I guarantee you that's not enough of a seal to be valid in any context. Yo, thanks for making a big Pyoro. I feel that right now. I feel like Pyoro looks. Looking at this image. Is this Squid Game? Yeah, okay, now that you mention it, if instead that little cap had like a little thing on it with a little bowl with like a little bit of weed and it was like a gas mask, that'd be pretty sick actually. And then I'd be like, okay. Okay, really terrible gas mask bong. All right. What? Dare you hit the Waterworld gas mask? Are you strong enough, traveler? Dare you take the macroplastic toke? Ooh, I like how we're just like kind of freeballing it. Oh, it's a clip from Clips.
Wow, famously expensive clothespins. It's so hard to purchase 1,000 of these for $1.
Also, even like economics aside, that's not a good chip clip. That's like not really holding the bag shut all the way, I think. Yeah, it's not closed right. Like air's getting in.
Also, if you had to cut up a ruler to make this, it's not even like efficiency in materials. It's amazingly worse in every measurable way. This is like a new low.
Are we making a battery? Come on, come on. No. Damn it. Whenever I see somebody make a thin sheet of metal, I'm like, battery, 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 battery. Come on. Put some acids between it. I want one of these fucking channels to accidentally engage thermal runaway on a device. I just want to see that happen once. Hey,
What?
I'm sorry. What?
You're kidding. For whomst?
Like, I've had times where my power went out and I have like a couple really bright flashlights and I would prefer them to be lanterns. But all I do is I just take the gallon container of water I'm drinking out of and I just put the flashlight against the gallon container of water and ta-da, now it's a lantern. It puts out way less light. It's notably less efficient, but it does diffuse it. But the thing is, right, I don't like make a gallon of water to do that. I have it. And this feels like you're making a piece of garbage to do this one time. Help. So like, what? It also just is really uneven lighting. My grapes! Son of a bitch! Sonic the Hedgehog wouldn't let this happen. Oh yeah, the lid for all the wet wipes I have. I don't know if I've ever bought a wet wipe in my life.
This is how Faust carries his grapes.
For the Joker, this is a regular grapes container.
This is like a Mad Lib. Store your grapes in your bottle with your wet wipes lid.
Yeah, a real stupid Taskmaster challenge of use this Coke bottle and make it a new cool way to store grapes. Like, what? Really, that energy of like, but why? What brought you here? Also, this doesn't solve the core issue of my grapes got squanched because, like, those bottles do not hold, they only hold resistance in that direction when they're pressurized.
It's gonna be worse because, like, they're gonna shatter and grape pulp will be all over your bag. You've made a worse solution.
Well, who's ready for their hot grape injection?
Nobody,
Single
apparently.
use
What are we
only.
doing?
I'll show you what's single use only, and then he cuts off the single, so it says use only. He's like, I better get some electronics in here. That shit stresses me out so bad, because this could not be a wronger tool for applying that kind of force.
Uh-huh.
No, it's definitely the hard plastic that's gonna shatter and not the knife with a shatter line on it.
Sorry, I gotta see this circle again, because as someone who's not an artist and like has a constant small tremor in his hands, this is like worse than me drawing a perfect circle. Hot dog.
Good.
Not even in the fucking ballpark. Wow, perfect. Wow, I wonder if that was a different tool entirely.
What's our game plan here? What are we trying to accomplish?
We're making a dart launcher out of this.
Oh, God.
What? Oh, it's the worst cherry pitter that's ever existed. Yeah, it's one of these. Cherry pitters, which the only people who get cherry pitters are people who like need cherry pitters, and you just have that. Like, here's the thing: no one needs to make a cherry picker or a cherry pitter. You either like are in the market for one and you want to get a good one that works, or you just accept that you don't eat that many cherries that you need to not have the pits in there. Also, this is taking so much juice and flesh with it. Holy shit. Yeah, you need a pitter for cherries if you're like using them as an ingredient on a dessert or it's like part of a drink or something, so you don't want the pit in there. Yeah, otherwise just spit out the pit. You get a free projectile with every cherry. Frank West would go crazy for that. So is this to like channel my energies? I'm unclear what this wire is doing. Oh, is this a battery? Battery? Electro nunchuck? Uh-huh. DIY accumulator. Oh, okay. This just looks like a pipe bomb, right?
Yeah.
Like if anyone saw this in the wild, they would immediately report it to a bomb squad.
You're not getting on a plane with this.
No shot, yeah.
Is this a paint roller or something? Are we painting with this?
Oh my, yes.
Oh,
Fuck.
I hate how you're right. I hate how you're right. That sucks. The part where you're right, Matt, that part sucks, I think. Not that you're right, but the fact that the way you're right. Because I'm pretty sure you're right, and I fucking hate it. Why is this a paint roller?
Yeah, I feel the same way, honestly.
Yeah, it looks so bad. It also probably not a roll. Wow. It's
great.
Wow, it's covered in glue now. Those first couple strokes were something else, huh? If you gave me a paint roller like this and told me to paint a room, I would do 2 swipes and say, I need a new paint roller. And then they just like squeeze it against it super hard and it just splooshes out a ton at once. Okay, Lahack, what do you got? Pingle. The Pingle Man and his soured cream. Painter's Apprentice. The thing you want in a good paint roller is a bunch of weird different heights. Yeah, a nice uneven application is what most people are looking for.
Slap chop, let's go.
Yeah, this is absolutely the danger slap chop. This is like more of like the like hack chop.
Grap chop.
This is the kind of device that I can only imagine what it would feel like being pushed into my arm because it looks so fucking like visceral and bad and just like it's not used for anything but violence, right? Like, god damn.
Yeah, this is a saw device.
Yeah, 100%. Also, yeah, the amount of force they have to put on a single mushroom. Look at that.
Bad.
The nice thing about using a single knife to do a cut is all of the force is being concentrated through that single line of force. It's very high pressure because of it. Yeah, they basically are trying to cut a mushroom with a bed of nails. Yup, that's a bottle. I bet there was some delicious kefir in there or something. Counterpoint, your mushrooms might get some Pringle dust. Okay, see now that, all right. All right, man, now that's what I'm talking about. That's some silver lining, holy shit. Honestly, ooh, now I'm thinking, you could probably just order Dorito dust. Could I just make like air fried mushrooms and like roll them around in Dorito dust and make like Dorito air fried mushrooms? That sounds so fucking good. Oh man, Cool Ranch mushrooms. But I want the powder is the thing. I don't want the texture of like having a bunch of air fried corn chip bits. Like that doesn't really hit. But the flavor. Sorry, everybody. I regret to inform you. It's time for us to go back to the triple verse of 5 Minute Crafts like. It's time to see what they're going to do with candles and soaps today.
It's not Paw Patrol, so I don't know what they're doing. Where's the cop?
Hell yeah, just put some extra little burning organic matter that's gonna catch and then fall off the sides.
Yeah, you do that for the insurance.
An arson candle. What do you think they're gonna do that they have to put a waiver up?
Oh, they're about to make a candle.
Too much trouble for like doing a bunch of stuff that would kill people. Like not in America.
Oh yeah,
in some other country that gives a shit.
Yeah, like have a thing that melts onto the candle and like fucks the flame up and goes wherever. Yeah.
With the flowers right there, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're making the worst petals you've ever seen in your life. No. Yes.
Oh, this is a fire hazard. Oh no.
Yeah, this whole video feels like it's like Fire Hazard City. This is kind of bonkers if I'm being perfectly honest here. Usually they don't just say like put a thing on fire underneath something else. It's fine. Oh, a mold? Okay. All right, what are we making? A beautiful gemstone? Pickle.
Oh, it's Larry the Cucumber.
Pickle, cool.
Pickle. I turned my candle into a pickle. Funniest shit I ever seen. I'm imagining going over to someone's house that has like pickle soap and I'd just like use it and be like, huh, guess I'm glad it doesn't smell like pickle. And then I would not mention it at all to the host ever. I would not be like, hey, what's up with that pickle soap? I'd just be like, huh, guess they like pickles. Oh, pineberry.
Okay. Entomb the corn.
I'm too Indiana pilled. Just showing me a random piece of corn out of nowhere and like presenting it is funny to me. Yo, thanks for gifting a sub out to pickled soap. Yum. Oh, hell yeah, making a silicone mold. Let's go.
Is this Indiana core?
Guess we're doing corn now. Oh, not gonna show us the results, huh? Oh, nice. We're doing some lost foam casting. In case you were wondering, by the way, is it my fault that you're not seeing the rest of those words? No, they aren't here on my screen either. It's just raffing with glit. That's all it is here. We raffing with glit.
Not, of course, that they stole this content.
Well, no, it's not that. This is their reusing it from their other channels and just cropping it down to YouTube short size and not making any modifications. Yeah, they're just cutting off the sides of a video.
No, I love to relax and enjoy.
You gotta. In 2024, you gotta be able to relax. Oh, look, I made Orbeez or whatever.
Oop.
Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Drink the Orbeez and oil. The oil bees.
Forbidden boba.
Lamp oil? It's yours, my friend. Oh, nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't gonna dry out and rot or anything.
I love these ones too, because it's like, I don't really want like a bunch of orange peels sitting around, you know? Also, it's gonna melt out the bottom, right?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, now tilt it the other way. Wow, there's two color. Wow. Shot glass candle, 2 colors in one. Wow. Oh, third one.
Nintendo, 2 cereals in one. Wow.
Link and Mario. Oh.
Mostly just cardboard.
Just put some shit in it. Check it out.
Love to use a pasta roller on, I think, soap. Is this soap?
Yeah, we're making lasagna.
Paraffin?
Yeah.
Might be paraffin wax. That makes sense.
This is a flavorless crystal rectangle for the Royals. Okay, you don't have to put pretend butter in your real. Oh. What food is this supposed to look like?
Some kind of Jello cake,
Dessert.
I guess.
Just dessert in general.
I'm gonna go with Jello cake.
I wouldn't serve this to a doll.
True.
The ham aspic. Yeah. I love making a soap that's so strange and esoteric that I have to put it next to a set piece or else you won't know what it is. What do you mean you don't recognize an inkstone from the ancient Japanese art of calligraphy? What do you mean? Obviously it was an inkstone. Don't be stupid.
I feel like if you're gonna do this, not peeling the aloe is a little bit of an odd choice.
Yeah. No, you just use the goo. Yeah, you just use the goo.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess you just don't mind the fact that you're gonna, when you use this, it's going to rub little aloe shavings all over you. Like, sure, it'll come off. It's just a little odd of a choice.
Yeah,
Walter
like,
Melon.
The other thing too is having the little chunks of vegetation in there. I would be really pissed off if I came into my shower and there was a bunch of random little chunks of like vegetable in it, because that drain's not meant for that.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Bee soap. Give me all of your bee soap now.
I think what bugs me about this is that like honeycomb is actually like a very pretty thing. Like it can be, you know, like a honeycomb that's naturally made and has like very sharp defined angles. It's like kind of an interesting little piece of nature. Whereas this is a bunch of random circles shoved higgledy-piggledy into a surface. It just doesn't look like a honeycomb to me. It looks like the negative of bubble wrap. Yeah. Okay. Nutting it a little.
Soap egg yolk.
Every time,
that thing you just have on hand.
Yeah, every time. We've seen this one before for sure. And every time they pull out the soap egg yolk, I'm just like, you fucking morons. That's the hardest part to make, you doofuses. Next. Is this anything? I don't like my drink looking like mummified. Okay, now you're covering them up so they just look. Now we're just plopping candle. God, this looks so bad. This looks so bad. Why do you want your fruit to look decrepit in there, right? Is that just me? That looks rotted.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
It looks like the cross section of a Monster Hunter monster tail that you've just cut off.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the bone in the middle.
Yeah.
All the striations of the fat channels and stuff. Yeah.
That was a candle that was made from spaghetti neutronic matter. I think that's what they were going for. Probably not, but you know.
This is ribbon.
This one looks okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't hate this one.
This reminds me of some very cool light sculptures I've seen. Whenever you see something that's like considered a light sculpture, if anyone ever is like pshaw at that, I want you to know it's for me. I love light sculptures. I love when someone just puts a bunch of weird shaped pieces of glass on a wall and shoots light beams through it and it looks crazy and cool. I think that shit is tight.
Every now and again, you get the one that, okay, all right, that one's good. I'll accept that.
Yeah, I'm absolutely a James Turrell head. 100%. There was this one time we were at like a random train station or something, or a random museum, and they had like a little room off to the side that was like explicitly designed by James Turrell, and I dragged my mom across that place to go see it, and the whole time extremely like, oh, you like this, huh? This is for you. It was in Vegas, right? That's what it was. Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I love I'm for this, right? It was in a mall. That's what it was. It was in like a weird side part of a mall. I get up to a lot of Bubsy core behaviors. Seeing a James Turrell retrospective is one of those behaviors. Hey, so what about the other side? Because you only molded one side of it, and the other side is clearly not molded. Yeah, there's just a void on the right side.
Herbarium? Just all of an herbarium?
Oh, yeah. They use these glasses all the time. They bought these frames off Etsy. They just pretend they make these all the time. Yeah, this is literally, they bought some frames, and you can see that the soap is not coming from those. It's coming from her hands very clearly and being applied to some glasses frames. Yeah, also, where did the arms come from? You know, people don't appreciate Jackson Pollock a lot, but sometimes you see someone just really splatter paint incorrectly and you're like, damn, you can fuck it up. You can fuck it up really bad.
This is a texture that is used as a Poison Swamp texture in a Souls game.
Yeah. That can't be a good idea. Whipping melted
You're just
wax
making a
all around.
mess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is like if you're trying to like bake in a really sexy way, you need to get that hot wax all over.
There's gonna be a patina on those. Oh my god, I'm forgetting. I've lost a word.
Yeah, that'll happen when you have to watch somebody fucking whip candle wax and then dump it into a pastry bag. Thanks for the bits, Marcus.
Beaters,
it does
yeah.
look like shit.
You're never getting those beaters clean again in your life.
Oh yeah, no shot. The thing about soap and candles is if you put a bunch of soap and candles in there and then put a bunch of stuff of soap and candle around the outside, then it just becomes one big soap or candle again. Can you believe that? Well, anyway, I'm going to cut it into the worst looking geode you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, every time they do this one, I'm just like, not what a geode looks like. You have missed the artistry and beauty of nature. This is a scarlet rot butt plug is what you have made.
The green one in the back looked okay, but the one that they just made there looked awful.
Horrible.
Yeah, the one
Horrible,
that they
horrible.
bought looked all right.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, fake coffee candle. No.
Are these just going in the freezer, or?
They're changing colors entirely. Happy Cream Day. What?
Ugh.
Wait, okay, no, before we get hit by the fucking raw, like painting the negative space of a gizmo first, let's look at, what? Like, they don't...
your shapes. For your shapes experiences, you know?
Yeah, because they don't, like, light these. It's not a candle. Is it supposed to be... It can't be soap. Because you can't...
Do you like it?
You can't whip up and add... This had to have been a candle, right? Because they're not stupid
They made
enough
it for you.
You can't just whip up banana into soap. That, like, serves the wrong purpose. You've made a soap that makes you wet, like wet and messy. You made a messy soap.
There's enough sugar in a banana that I'm pretty sure, yeah, it would have a deleterious effect to your skin.
Also, I went back to check and see if they ever said if it was soap base or candle base, and guess what, idiots? It doesn't. So we don't fucking know. They just didn't do it. They just didn't put it on there. Insane.
So, again, every time that I look at that, it's like, it feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, the fact that it's like a weird painting of the inside of like a gizmo in agony, and then it closes up into like some kind of horrible
It's still looking at you.
It is still looking at me from the inside.
No fucking shot.
First of all, no
that's
shot.
perfectly
Great.
textured.
Second
Yeah.
of all, what do you think this mold was supposed to be?
It was supposed to be strawberries, but
But there's clearly a guy there, so what the fuck?
So what the fuck? Yeah, there's clearly a man in there screaming at me. Hey, thanks for the resub, Fart Bath. Yeah, the perfect texturing on the outside is really choice.
It's so fake.
Also, we have
Made
two
the
identical
blueberries.
ones. We definitely didn't buy two identical ones. Wax, okay, I've heard of this. Wax on a doorknob. Cold water on the wax doorknob. And now you have the negative of a doorknob. Ting Candle
Ting
Flow.
Candle Flow.
Ting Candle Flow is like a pretty good Gundam pilot name, I think.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. And now you have a sandy candle. Congratulations. Wow. Look at that. A sandy candle. A sandal. Okay, bad petals. Definitely right. We're making another bad candle rose again. Pepto smear. This is the first time I've ever not enjoyed the idea of tasting Pepto-Bismol. Thanks for gifting us sub to Sandal. Pepto-Bismol's good. Sorry to my haters. Even the Pepto Thick Mall. When I made Pepto-Bismol thick, that shit was tight. I would definitely do it again if it wasn't like definitely wrong to just eat medicine like that. That's not what you're supposed to do with medicine.
If a doctor tells me to stop drinking Dimetap by the fucking liter, I will face God and walk backwards into hell.
I'll tell him to find me a goddamn drink that's better than Dimetap.
Give me that shitty fake grape.
My doctor's telling me I don't have stomach acid anymore? What does that mean? Is that good?
No chance of ulcers, right?
That's right. What is this? What are we doing here? Is this a candle? Is this soap?
Coffee mess.
It's coffee in the soap.
It's good.
Coffee
It's
mess.
great. We love this.
Also, the bottom is like uneven, so it looks.
It looks like an infected tooth once I see the top, the bottom.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, to me, it looks almost like a weird, like chibified version of like a Fear and Hunger enemy. Like it's like a weird pig with the top half missing, like that kind of thing, like a little guy.
Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. You know how in like abrasive soaps you have a bunch of tiny little beads?
Yeah.
Well, like with
micro
big
beads.
coffee beans, the bigger the beans, the more the abrasive. That's how it works.
That's true. More surface area.
Yeah. You've heard of micro beads. Get ready for macro beans. You're gonna love them. Full size, the whole bean.
Finish washing your
Make
hands,
some
you have a
of
little
this with
snack.
Tarbay. Big white beans. I'm gonna turn that soap into a cassoulet. All for umbrella's sake.
That's right. Total global saturation. Oh, every time they do this one, because this one does show up quite a bit, it will never not piss me off that the yellow one, they don't point close to the center. Like, they're so off. They're so off. Like,
The only one of these that looks good is the red one, because the one of the triangles on the green one is just way smaller than the others.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the blue one looks fine.
Yeah. The yellow one in particular, it's just like, I'm not saying candy manufacturers got to be up to like 6 Sigma quality or something, but like, I'd appreciate 1 Sigma. I'd appreciate like close. Oh, it's like a Neapolitan ice cream. Oh, blue, my favorite flavor of ice cream. Here, I made it for your birthday. It's an ingot. It's a bisexual ingot, I guess. What is this? What is this supposed to be?
A float of oil on your water beads. Oh, it's an oil lamp, I guess.
Yeah, they like claiming this one a lot.
Thing about that one is that it will burn. I do not think that it would continue to burn once the wick gets to the bottom. It does not have the
it's not
juice
wicking
for
up
that.
that oil. Yeah, no shot. Oh.
Like cookies and cream.
This would be the this is like one nightmare for me is I try to clean myself, and in exchange my bathtub is filled with a bunch of little black dots that look exactly like there are hundreds of bugs in my bath. I don't love that idea.
That reminds me, I gotta clean my bath.
Never a bad idea.
Especially because my washer dryer is in there, which means that shit gets humid, so that bath is mildew city a lot of the time.
Yeah, good to keep on top of that. Star stack, just like Kirby. Well,
ooh, this is a torture device.
Great. This looks really bad. Hey Doc, you like soup?
I made some 2 nights ago, basically.
Yeah. If I handed this to you, would you read this as soup?
No, I'd read this as slop. That's slop soap.
What if I told you it was unclarified? What if I told you it was declarified soup? We added
more cloudiness to it.
Yeah, we added clouding agents. That's right. Some people clarify soups. We've gone the other way. I don't want you to know what's in this bowl until it's in your mouth. You don't get to see shit. Too bad.
Well, I don't particularly think it reads a soup still.
I agree. It doesn't. Obscured soup.
Make islands. Do it now.
Cloud chowder.
Wow, they really popped these up way early on this video, so you just don't get to see what this last one is at all.
Yeah, this last one, you just gotta hold that shit. Too bad. Wow. Okay. This one I'm skipping, because this one was generally pretty boring. However, I will not skip this one, because I gotta say hello to my boy. As much as I do just want to leave it as 3 of them, and that is like maybe the perfect ideal experience.
Powerful frame.
Yeah, really, honestly, kind of love this, but you know, we'll respect the original content.
Notice that not everyone is spot on out there, because I've had a few messages recently saying I've been watching your channel for some time. And I've noticed that for some reason I am unsubscribed. Now, I'm very sorry about this. If
Sorry, as a content creator, I identify strongly with someone being like, hey, sorry that Twitch messed up. I can't do anything about that. And you telling me about it basically just stresses me out with no benefit. But I'll respond so you know I give a shit, because I do. I just can't do anything about it.
I have put a few notifications out in recent videos, but if you could just check that you check your subscription to make sure that you subscribe.
Yo, you had these cabinets?
You are unsubscribed if you've subscribed to the channel. I was looking in one forum and it said that if you don't visit the channel, that particular channel for some time.
No, he Googled all the things that people say make you unsubscribe from channels, literally none of which are real. No. Anyway.
What was going on about then? To M&S. Ooh, M&S.
Ooh.
So I got this. I noticed it was new.
Hell yes. Sorry, I needed to know what they call Taste of Asia green Thai chicken curry with sticky rice. I need to see.
By M&S Food. Green
2.12 grams of salt. Damn. That goes kind of crazy.
Mild heat on a green Thai curry? Really?
Right?
In 5 minutes. It's mild with a 1 chili rating.
You use enough coconut milk, yeah, you can mild anything out.
This pack provides the price. Now I put a poll out in the community saying basically what's your favourite curry. Now mine's all of the above, and then
1 sec, I have to /poll. All right, great. I'll also run this poll.
So, I couldn't get everything on. I couldn't get them, you know, I couldn't put all the curries in the world on. So I left it simple, because that's...
I mean, for what it's worth, I agree wholeheartedly.
So the price, yes,
I think I have had literally one bad curry in my life. And it was my fault because I made it and it was bad and I fucked it up. Like,
I'll have to check my receipt. Just
yeah.
I'll edit this bit and you'll see the price. £4. Just been having a look through me receipts. £4. So it's 400 grams at £4. That's 1 penny a gram. So let's have a look at the box.
Is that good? I have no reference for if 1 penny a gram is good. Is that European measurements? Tina, help me out here. Is 1 penny a gram good?
I mean, the post-Brexit food is supposed to be really expensive. I have no fucking clue what things are like in Britain.
What about, what's your penny per gram like in Finland?
You know, I haven't been doing those calculations. I've fucked up. I'm the problem.
Yeah, I also haven't. You know what? I'm behind on it.
My name? Not Joe is hungry.
I'm just going to show you. That's what you get. That's it in there. Look, allergens, fish, crustacean, mollusk in there. So we'll go around the back and we'll have a look.
I'm willing to bet that's just a case of this is made in a factory that also uses that. And
that's cross-contamination.
Yeah, they do not feel like doing the verification to keep them separate.
Spiel at the top there. Made in the UK with chicken, M&S assured chicken from farms in the UK. A GB sticker. We've got some nutritional information. If you want to have a look at that and study it, by all means go ahead. Where is the barcode? We've gone.
That's all I'm studying, brother. You know it.
There's the barcode.
Oh, nice. I'm going to steal his credit card information now. He showed me his barcode. Get fucked, idiot.
So we've got some spiel. Marinated chicken breast in a coconut, ginger and lime curry with water.
Sorry, I need another hit of this fella saying coconut.
Some spiel. Marinated chicken breast in a coconut, ginger.
That's good.
Lime curry with water chestnuts. I love water chestnuts. Green beans and coriander served with jasmine rice. May contain whole spices and herbs. Remove sleeve, pierce.
It might. No promises, but it might. Is that like a gotcha thing?
Definitely some whole coriander in there.
Yeah, you like crack open the pack and you're like, nice, I got a mythic rare coriander.
That's what I'm going to do. Or you can do it in the oven. It's up to you. 30 minutes, fan 160, electric 180, gas 4. Not suitable for freezing. For allergens, see ingredients.
Yeah, from what I understand, a lot of times the 4 serving stuff like that is both so they can like lower the amount of calories displayed on the package, which is good for sales, and also so that if there is something that's like you are only allowed to use this much of this one specific chemical or preservative per serving, and they need to use more than 1 serving's worth, they then just say, this is 4 servings, and they are allowed to put in 4 times as much.
In bold, there are all the ingredients. Allergen is fish, mollusk, crustacean. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's actually fish in the stock.
Cooked jasmine rice, 41%.
Wild.
Chicken breast, 14%. Coconut cream, 11%. They're like the score draws, these, aren't they? The football. Right, I think we might have covered everything. So let's remove sleeve, which I've done. Let's get that film lid pierced. Pierce film lid several times.
Nice.
For me, right?
I'm sorry. I need one more hit of this.
Pierced. Pierce film lid several times.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
That'll do for me. Right. Let's put it in the microwave. Not any old curry dish, you know. So I'll give it a minute to sort of settle. Let's do the seal peel test. See if we can get it on.
This is the one part of making a TV dinner that really sucks. This is where food looks terrible. There's never a worse looking time than looking at it through a weird steamed up film. It's horrible.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
I'm glad this guy can be enthused by it because this is the moment that makes me go like, damn, I should have just cooked. Like every time.
It smells fantastic. You can actually smell. Oh, it smells really good. It does. Let me show you. Have a look in there. I mean, obviously, I'm going to get it out. I mean, you can eat it in your
that soap actually looked a little bit like that on the right, left there.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm just going to pour it in. Now I can smell the fish.
Maybe I guess it was curry soap.
Yeah.
I do love
oh no, for what it's worth, I like TV dinners. I'm cool on them. Other than the fact that they usually have like way too much goddamn sodium. I'm usually fine on them. They just look really bad at one brief moment. It's like one of those things if it's just, you know how they say don't ask how the sausage is made because there's like some parts where it's like really fucking gross. For me, every TV dinner that's like this form factor, like the little plastic tray with the plastic sheet over the top, it's just like viscerally unappealing while I'm opening it up and then the steam pours out. I just hate that part. Everything else is pretty all right. Like I like the food. I like food in general.
Sometimes do a Thai. Make my own Thai curry.
You know? You weigh over 250 pounds. You have to do it somehow. You better like food.
Paste. But I'll show you in a minute. I'll get it out and I'll show you what I use.
Yeah, Trelp, that's my thing, is most frozen dinners either come in 300 calories, which is one of 7 meals I would have to eat in a day, so it's just not enough food, or they come in family size, where it's 4,000 calories, which is too much for me in 2 days. You know, it's like that kind of thing.
The bits of chicken you get. So there's a bit there, a bit there, a bit there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1,
chicken check.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bits of chicken.
Is that good? What's the metric?
Yeah. Thai green beans. Or green beans.
It's probably good.
Coriander in there as well.
No, I mean like a cream
Seems
sauce.
like a quarter of the volume.
Chestnuts.
With the chilies?
No,
Yeah. Oh, you mean as far as the chicken rate, the rating? Yeah, seems all right.
Diced up in there.
1.5 chicken chunks per person. That's right. This is 4 servings.
Very nice. Comes in a red container as well to do a red curry.
Wait, are you adding your own? Are you doctoring it?
No, he just said earlier that it was like he makes his own Thai green curry as well, but he just uses the paste for it.
Word.
Maybe just showing off what he uses because you know he's an enthusiastic guy.
Yeah, absolutely. For a second, I thought he was juicing up this one, and I'm like, hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I get a bowl of that chili?
Oh, that is good.
Wake up, Cole.
Anything other than good.
Yeah, honestly, it's my fault for thinking that my main man was going to do something stupid and fuck it up when it's like, sorry, I'm all worked up from watching Joe, so I'm expecting people to be dumb and do dumb things wrong. But like, nah, this is the good dude. This is the anti-Joe. This is the genuinely enthusiastic man who did like a vlog series about overcoming alcoholism. Like, this dude's a real one, you know?
It'd be nice if there was more chicken.
Oh man, yeah.
6 little bits of chicken. Nice if there was 8 pushing the boat out. It is tasty, mind. It really is. And that jasmine rice is sticky. It's creamy. The spices are lovely in there. Not come across any whole spices yet. I've got a little crunch of a water chestnut.
Lovely.
I love the texture of them. They're really good. I've got some in the cupboard. And when we do a curry, we add them to it.
I agree. A little water chestnut for texture. Bangs, dude.
Like it's a funny noise. I can't really say I like to eat them on their own. Don't mind them in a curry. But they sort of make a squeaky noise when you eat them. The chicken's lovely and moist and tender. It is lovely. It really is lovely.
Also, sorry, I'm going to be a little quiet for a second because I am preparing the stuff for the next thing. Which is to say, I'm rebuilding the tier list of language as it was. Oh no, I have to put Coquelicot back in.
No, when I do mine are not as creamy as that, my curries, because I use the light coconut milk. Trying to look after myself. But obviously, you do compensate. It's not as creamy. But I like that, it's tasty. Let us know what you think in the comments. It's high marks.
No! I can't believe this! Doc!
What happened?
They got rid of the list of colors. Open parentheses, compact, close parentheses. I literally checked it yesterday, and they just got rid of it. It now just redirects to list of colors alphabetical.
I hate this, Earth. I hate this.
Why did we spent so long? We know all of them.
They destroyed our work This is
the basis for our research. Unbelievable. What am I even doing here, you know? if I can't have that, what are we doing here? What's the point? All right, let me finish.
This is what happens when you don't publish.
Is this 1984 or whatever? Add the custom colors. Okay. All right.
I've been going on about the price lately. I've been getting a lot of comments from people saying it's the crisis. We're in a credit crunch. That's the state of the nation. So I'll leave it to you to decide. You can let me know in the comments what you think of the price. Try and do reviews.
Yeah.
All different spectrums,
you can.
From low
You don't have to.
ones, affordability ones to expensive ones. It's all new. We have to try it. They're in our supermarkets. So thanks for watching and subscribing. Like I said earlier about check your subscription to see if you are still subscribed. And if you do, well, thank you very much. Let's just keep going and keep smiling. So take
Absolutely.
care. All the best. And I'll get back to the next one.
Okay, and now it's time for the thing I promised, the thing I used as the, the clickbait, as it were. Clickbait positive, I guess. The thing that I put out there so that you'd click on it and come watch this stream, which is really one of the best worded titles I've encountered in a bit, which is, with the help of two rubbers, you can work wonders, which...
True.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
So this is a spring, like a two-ended spring.
Kind of, but
made with two very large elastics.
I mean, what? What? Okay, so they're claiming it's storing energy, but how? Is it torquing the bands, allegedly? I'm like confused by what mechanism they're claiming this is storing energy, because it's not storing energy anywhere.
Yeah, these go slack and then
he just pulled on a
he's
thing
just
really
pulling
hard,
the rope. Yeah.
and it spun. Yeah, like that's not what? That's not a device. You made a wheel. You made a bad wheel. Oh well.
Like that should release its energy, basically. Well, each spring should release its energy when it becomes no longer under tension.
Yeah, because it wasn't like coiled up or anything. At first I thought it was like twisting it in some way, but like nah, it just nah.
Do you not like the magic flywheel?
Wow, I haven't heard this generic backing track in a while.
This is very Hot Guru Hacker core, the song being used.
Ah, Hot Guru Hacker, come back, baby. We miss you. Sorry, I just looked over and saw fubbing again. Again, a word, fubbing, that doesn't exist and you can't convince me otherwise. Fubbing isn't real and it can't hurt me. Yeah, it's just a bad flywheel with dampers.
The dampers create infinite energy.
That's what they dampen. They dampen the not energy so that there's more
into energy.
Yeah. They reverse entropy. This is normal.
Yeah. Doc gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this would be better if it was a YouTube short? What do you think, chat? Is this better? Does this improve the experience if it's cropped like this? What about like this? Is that no? Okay, here you go.
Like, I can see the spring mechanism going back and forth, turning the wheel a bit because of the shape of that, but it's not going to be like a lot. It's just a little bit of a little bit of momentum. That's it. Mostly given from the rope.
So they have 2 springs on either side pulling on each other. So whenever one is doing one bit of work, the other is doing the anti-work.
Yeah.
Okay, just reviewing.
Yeah, it's like when you're sawing through a tree, 2 people with a single saw on a log. Xiaohangshu.
Yeah, the thing is, honestly, all this is just like, hey, it's pretty cool how efficiently flywheels store rotational energy, huh? Isn't that incredible? I attached some bullshit to a flywheel. The flywheel still works. So it goes on forever. No, it eventually will stop spinning. Without some form of... hey.
I see the edit. Yeah. I saw the edit right there.
I didn't see it, but I heard it. You can hear it go... And it just like hits twice. What I'm saying is you can see Mario blinks twice too close together. Thanks for the resub, Aaron.
Yep, there it was. That's the edit.
Yep. Also, you may notice there's a lot of times where they're leaning in and could easily get a hand on the wheel and just spin it up. There it was. Yeah, like, hey, here's the whole thing.
I think they're also literally just speeding up the footage a little bit.
They are, extremely so.
Yeah.
So here's a fun fact about elastics. When elastics are in tension, they store a pretty incredible amount of energy. They can store a really incredible amount of energy, frankly. Do you know how much energy they will store in this kind of loose compression? Like the one at the top is right now, where it's
very
like
little
kind of folded up. Zero, actually. Yeah, if they actually will like resist energy once they are a little pile, you'll squish them and they'll push back. Yeah, 0. So this is just repeatedly having things with 0 energy impact. Yeah. Okay, hand on top, spin it up a little bit. Oh, audio looped again. Because why would this be making a train engine noise? Why would it make a train engine noise?
Do your flywheels not go chugga chugga?
Not generally, unless they're going chugga chugga down the track. Chugga chugga whoop whoop big red car.
Big red car, little red book, Xiaohangshu.
I see the wheel turning infinitely. I see 0 resistance. I like how even in their faked footage it starts slowing down. That's pretty good. The audio stays the same speed, but the wheel visually slows down quite a bit. Yeah, you can see him turn the wheel there because it slows down a little. Oh, I'm leaning in here. Don't mind me. Trying to see if they messed up enough that you can catch it in reflection of frame. No! All right. Well, hey everybody, thanks for hanging out for a little bit of Content Farm Friday. That was good to catch up on everybody. It was fun bouncing around a little bit. Don't get to do that all the time. We've still got a little bit more stream today. Not a ton, but just had a power outage yesterday before we fully finished what we were doing. So give me just a second here to get the list pulled up and very quickly cropped. Let me get it on screen. There you go. Let me get it captured for the Discord. And let me get some music up. Okay, a little too high energy to start with. Maybe. Honestly, nah, whatever. Tekken Ball's based. Yeah, let me get these lists up here. Do y'all see the list in call? Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so beautiful. Getting the lists up. I had them bookmarked under stream stuff. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so hey everybody, we're getting back to this list. Apologies again for the power outage yesterday. You hate to see it happen. We were doing a list here. I'll just review over some of the stuff real quick. Big thing. A lot of these are about the term itself, the term's usefulness, not necessarily the action implied by the term. Namely for ghosting is a shitty thing to do. The term ghosting is really useful. It describes a very specific thing that there isn't really another great term for. Same thing with like hangry. It just kind of explains it. Some of them are really down there because of how they're used in 2024. Like woke is almost entirely used by shitheads unless it's being used obviously as a joke ironically, which kind of brings to the second point of if someone says a word to specifically mock that word and in that context it's kind of funny, then that's like not coming into play here, right? Because like then you have a case for all of the worst words possible just because you can sling them back if you play your cards right. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and pull up. Oh, nice. This one's pretty simple. Fire. Just something being fire. Like something being great, cool.
This one is still used all the time in the context of music, especially, and you know, in and of itself, it's like with music in mind as being very specific in that usage. It's great, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I really like it. I like it for just describing a lot of stuff because it really does just quickly get across like that's awesome. And like there's something about posting the fire emoji in response to something being good that's just like very like primitively satisfying. There's some part of my stupid little brain that's just like fire's fucking awesome and nothing's cooler than that. And that your project to me, that's fire, baby. I love it.
We stole it from the gods.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We were given it by Prometheus. It's not quite the same thing as being stolen from, really. Now, saying that we stole it from the gods is putting a lot of, you know, like onus on us for having done it when we were given it by someone else.
True.
It was stolen.
For us. Different.
Okay, next term on the table. FOMO. I feel like this has been weaponized by corporations heavily enough that we can just plop it in E for corporate language now.
Is it really corporate? I have not encountered it outside of people talking about their own fear of missing out.
In America, it's used for advertising a lot. Yeah, like we have ads straight up now that are just like, uh-oh, you don't want to experience FOMO, so you better get on this. Yeah, it's rough. Because like I was okay with it before because it was like, yeah, like the fear of missing out, 100%.
Yeah, it's like a relatable experience.
Exactly. And it also describes something. But yeah, unfortunately, it has become very, very heavily associated with yeah, just like advertising in general, trying to push that kind of you have to try this thing now mentality. It also gets really associated with crypto behaviors now. It explains a phenomenon. For what it's worth, I think there is an explicit difference, and I apologize if this doesn't make sense to anyone else. The difference between FOMO and saying the full fear of missing out is wildly different to me. If somebody says they're worried they're gonna miss out or they have a fear of missing out, that's like one thing. Whereas if they just like drop FOMO, I'm like, like I know what they mean, and most of the time I'm not gonna like give someone shit for it. But it hits a little bit of the corporate part of my brain that I don't love.
So the thing about it for me is that generally speaking, if people are gonna type it out, typing out just FOMO is fine. I think if you're just gonna type out FOMO, that's because you're online and you're gonna shorten some stuff. I get it. If you say the word FOMO with your mouth, that's when it starts to get the the corporate feel to it.
Here comes the beautiful, here comes the
Yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, chat. I know you're saying like it's a term described to describe bad behaviors by corporations and it's used as a criticism. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. It sure fucking was. It's used by advertisers now as like a positive. Like they just straight up say they are inflicting it. Also, it's used a ton by corporations now when they're planning their business strategies, right?
A philosophical term referring to specifically fearing death because you'll miss out on experiencing any more events.
Yeah, and it's like one of those cases where now it is very much just being used as like we are trying to push a FOMO. We are intentionally trying to inflict it. It's that kind of stuff. Again, it's a case of like I would under no means like get mean with somebody if they used it. I'm not like that. It's just like as far as like a tier list of terms, it's one of the ones where I'm just like when I hear it. Oh, nope, sorry, that was me telling someone what the name of the really good Tekken song we were playing at the time was at the beginning of the stream. Wow, that's still on my clipboard.
Perfect piece of millennial language. Celebration on design as
Twilight Party Cruise,
first
baby.
Twilight Party Cruise.
Is that really E tier?
That's
No,
definitely not E tier. That
haven't-
definitely goes up at it. Like probably A.
Let me put the song on because it, in my opinion, that's pretty free S. It's real good. Oh man, it's so good. All right. Well, regardless, I was FOMO. You know what? It is like a useful term, and I guess for the sake of
I think it's fine to like explicitly put that this one is split like directly down the middle, basically, of it depends on who's using it.
Yeah, it has a
I mean,
place. It's just
woke ended up in E despite, where it came from.
Yeah. The difference being, I think FOMO still has a pretty useful purpose that can only really be fulfilled by the word like fear of missing out. Woke is just useless now. Like woke has lost all meaning entirely.
Woke always has a hard R now.
Yeah, that's a hell of a way to put it, but you're right. It's, yeah, 100%. Okay, yeah, I can get with that then. Okay. This one, I feel like this one has such an incredible high top end.
This one's bimodal.
Yeah, like someone can say this and be being really insufferable, but I feel like most of the time in 2024, when people say goat, it's really funny. I think it's really funny now. Like watching somebody like really dramatically be like, that's my goat. That's my goat. That's my goat right there. That's my goat. Like that is so funny. Every time. I love that shit. Oh, it's so funny. And yeah, I think goat's just all over.
I think here's the thing. I actually agree with Chad on this one. I don't really like just goat anymore. Goated, however, now that I'm down with.
Is that a separate word on your list?
It is not, but I can also I'm just making the list so I can just add goat. Yeah, you know what? I'm willing to say like goat is like
just
C.
goat doesn't deserve to be at like D or E. It's like C or B still.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
But like goat with
but
upside
goated is an easy A.
Yeah, goated feels like A.
Goated with the sauce.
The sauce. 2
scoops.
Quirked up white boy goated with the sauce.
Yum.
With just a little
Quarts
swag.
Of white boy. Yeah, exactly. Like
busting
that's
it down
thing.
sexual style.
Yeah, breaking it down sexual style. Yeah, see, this kind of is the point, though, right? It's like goat can be so funny as the opening, but it does need more. All right, I'll just put goated. Goated is up there. Goat in general just means greatest of all time. Yeah, someone.
It's also actually a lot older than people think on this one, because who was the GOAT originally? It was Michael Jordan. That's what it was referring to originally.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a case of like, I think if you say goat seriously, it's like, but as soon as it's outside of that, and I can't remember the last time I've heard someone say it like seriously. They
only in the context of basketball and nowhere else, basically.
Yeah. Okay, this one I could see people being very split on, because I love saying this about inane shit.
This is one that's very good when used as a joke.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it not used as a joke, though. So, like, I guess I could
and
just
in that
judge it
case, it
entirely
rhymes
on
with
that.
adulting.
Yeah,
That's fair, yeah.
You know what? Let's see. What does this document think the struggle is real is about? When millennials use this phrase at work, it means they're annoyed. They might use the phrase to let you know there's a tough problem or a real hardship. Or they're being ironic and saying like, God, this fucking sucks. And it's like a small problem, but God damn it, does this suck. This feels like, the part 2 of first world problems, of just like really downplaying what's going on or upplaying it for comedic effect. I feel like it vacillates enough that I think it's probably like, probably B or so, because it's got some real good upside. It doesn't really, I don't think it ever hits like S or A, really.
Yeah. When something is only useful as the joke, basically, and kind of obnoxious when not used as the joke, I feel like it can't go that high, right? Yeah. But when the joke is good, then perfectly fine with that.
And again, as a reminder, this is a list of lingo used by millennials in the current era, not things that were popular when millennials were in high school. I see a lot of people making this mistake. And before I type this next word, I just wanted to clarify that, because otherwise people are going to be like, but millennials didn't make... I know. I know, but it is said by them constantly, and thus it
Here's
is
a
in
fun
fact on
note.
this list.
Here's a fun note. Millennials still exist, and they do still say words.
Yeah!
I'm one of them, so I know.
Yeah. Man, I'm like so down on sus stocks right now. Like it was.
I don't think it deserves E, but it's a low D. Like sus is still at least just. It's.
If I hear somebody say sus today, and they are even a little bit serious, I don't know. I feel like this is an E word.
I love hitting shorthand for a Moogs. Yeah, I don't know. I just hate it, especially because the way it's been used recently is like very obnoxious. There's a lot of people who just like sling it around in response to anything that they don't like immediately agree with on. There's like 2 or 3 Discord people I have run into who would just respond to like literally everything with sus, and like that's kind of part of what makes me feel like I feel like sus is a word that is just gonna lead to like Foamy the Squirrel behaviors in most kids who engage with it, and thus I have to like drop it down to D at best.
Now, on the other hand, if this is being said to me in the middle of a YouTube poop, then I'm actually totally fine with it.
Okay, wait. I think the distinction there is
sauce.
Yeah. Sauce. Extremely. Sauce is S for sure.
Sauce. Yeah. Classics of YTP. You can put sauce at E if you're like kind of vacillating. That's fine with me. I think it's not quite that bad, but like if you're feeling it, then I get it.
I'm putting it in D. I think sus is D. I don't think it's E yet. E is like actively someone says it and I like sigh out loud, no matter like what the context. There's a couple kids in the local fighting game scene that are like kind of high energy, bouncy, goofy enough that if they came up and said sus at me, I'd be like, that's adorable. You know, and like, it wouldn't make me mad or anything. Yeah. So like in that case, it's like kind of like D, but it's like there's a couple I'd totally be like, yeah, whatever you gotta do. Turn.
I like turn. I think turn is fun to use still.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like amazing. I don't think it's funny per se, but I think that it's like, you know, it's just one of 5 million words to say I am getting fucked up on some form of drug and or alcohol, you know?
Yeah, Turnt is really good. You've never heard this one. Yeah, I would imagine that, you know, the Twitch chat might not have heard Turnt too often. Turnt is generally a term used for I'm going to go get fucked up in a very, usually just like too much. Like I'm going to go drink too much is generally what Turnt means. Or I'm going to go party so hard that I don't remember what the night entailed. Not Turnt isn't boomer coded. Nah, no it is not.
No.
You mean turned down for what? No. Like, sorry, no, not even a little. You're mistaken. Turnt though, I think too, it's like a fun one to use ironically as well. Yeah, shit-faced is the boomer term for sure. No, turnt does not mean tired. No, it means you're getting extremely messed up. Yeah, boomers hate when people say shit like I'm gonna get turned. 100%.
Plastered, blasted, fucked up. Like there's a lot of different synonyms for this. It's just one of them.
My favorite version that I originally heard in an incredible context, which was hanging out at a fighting game event and someone, you know, offering, because I live in Colorado where it is legal to participate in marijuana, and it was a bar. So one of our friends who was visiting, they just offered, they're like, hey, do you want, you know, would you like to partake? And he's just like, oh no, I've already had like a drink or two and I don't want to get crossfaded before I'm done with the tournament. And I was like, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful word for doing two substances at the same time.
Crossfaded is great. Yeah.
Crossfaded is such a beautiful term for it. I love crossfaded. Yeah, saying I'm gonna get crossfaded is specifically like I'm getting messed up in two ways at the same time, and
wordless, primordial
love
static,
it.
only mappable to language in that they frequently contain requests for pizza.
I think C or B is fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna give C turn. Like it's functional. It gets the point across. It's all right. I think I'm gonna put crossfaded at S because I really love that. I love that term. Yeah, for like, because the thing too is if somebody comes up to you and says like, oh yeah, I've been partying, I'm a little drunk, you like don't know what level that is immediately. If they're like, oh yeah, I'm getting turned, like, okay, how far along the timeline are you in getting turned? This is very important information. If someone says, I'm crossfaded, I'm like, oh, Godspeed, soldier. If you need any snacks, let me know.
You're done.
Yeah.
If you're crossfaded, that means you're done. You gotta stop.
Yeah, the specific context of the original one of being like, oh, I can have a beer or two and still play Dragon Ball FighterZ, okay, but I can't do two. That's no way. Okay, I don't know if this one counts. I gotta disagree, but I feel like this one's really low now, which is trolls and or trolling.
Oh yeah, that's definitely low as hell.
I feel
also
like
can't
this
wait
is
to hear how it's defined.
Yeah, because
I would argue full on trolls, even when it was used frequently, I would consider this to be Gen X slang.
Yeah.
100%.
Also, the other thing I would say is it has unfortunately been very deeply co-opted by shitheads.
Of course, yeah.
Which, yeah, it's a term to say I'm not really being a bad person. I'm just pretend. It's that kind of facade is what it's like currently used for a lot, unfortunately. And yeah, here's what the term says. This phrase may refer to internet trolls or individuals who lurk and make disparaging posts in the comment section. In millennial speak, the term is most often used to describe someone who uses rude language to provoke others. It's referring to trolling, like the type of fishing where you throw bait out on a water and pull it slowly across to try and get something to bite. That's what it's referring to. That seems like something you would want to mention. Either way, yeah, I mean, trolling just sucks now. It's the same, like, trolling has become the modern variation of it's just a prank, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, are they saying that trolls are the ones who are lurking?
Because, yeah, no, that's the other way around.
Yeah.
Trolls are loud. That's kind of how they work.
Yeah. Yeah, individuals who lurk and make disparaging posts in the comment section. Wait, so lurk and make no... Whatever. Yeah, list is bad. Okay. This next one I would say is... This one's pretty good. I didn't know this counted, but I think about how often I use it, and I'm like, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize that like other people don't just know every time I put P in front of an adjective, it means pretty. Like, yeah, it's like, it's pretty good.
I feel like this shouldn't count because it's like, it is just a shortening of pretty,
it's just a
right?
shortening.
Like it's,
yeah.
It's.
Here's my case for it.
Okay.
I still remember the point where I started seeing people using it on Twitter and on IRC and going, oh, huh, yeah, no, that makes sense. That's clever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Be good. B.
Yeah, it's be good.
Be good.
Be good. Not great. Be good. Yeah, I kind of like
on
saying
here because the list has it.
I think more people should start saying P out loud instead of pretty. I think that would be pretty funny. If someone was like, yeah, that was P all right.
RT.
RT, that's P all right. LOL. God, I remember. Sorry, I'm thinking about the time. Hey, thanks for gifting a sub out to P Mario. I am now thinking about the time where I first heard. So I was part of the tennis team on Lowell High School, and there was a pair of brothers who were on the tennis team. Their parents were teachers, this, that, the other. But after one tennis practice, they had us, like, we went over there to, like, hang out for a bit, have some food, all that stuff, like the whole team. And the older brother, Mike, who was super into Halo and all that stuff, actually for the first time in I had never heard it before, did actually go lol out loud at something, and I think about it all the time. Of just how it was like one of the worst things I've ever seen, because he was like a cool athlete guy too. He didn't have to be like that. he didn't have to go lol.
I just want to mention as well, we talk about this with some regularity. The moment that you said the words, you know, when you talk about having gone to Lowell High School, a shock of lightning goes up my back. Because it's like, right, two different Lowell High Schools.
Yeah, I forget that, like, for some reason, multiple clowns have sprung up from Lowell, but it was, like, different Lowell, you know?
Yeah.
And that, I think that also was part of the problem, Mike, was you can't say Lowell out loud when you live in Lowell. That's already, the term is accounted for. It's the town we're in.
I'm from Lowell, Massachusetts, for context.
And I'm from Lowell, Indiana. Yeah. So it's just a case of, two clowns from Lowell. What are the odds?
I did not go to UMass. I didn't go to college. That was a distinct, choice I made.
Mm-hmm. And I ran away from Lowell as fast as I could and went down to Muncie. Went down to Ballstain for 2 years to study Garfield. Garfield. That's where Jim Davis went to college. You hear about this? Okay. Squad.
Squad's great.
Yeah, I like Squad. Just as a way to describe
Squad's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squad is
I'm not sure that I had thought of that as slang, but yeah, fair.
Yeah, squad, team. I love those terms. Like, yeah, I love every so often just reminding the people I'm with, we're in this together, even at like a low, subtle language way. We're in this, hey, we're a team. We're together. It's cool. I got your back. Yeah, squad is wonderful.
Yeah, I've never heard squad used in a shitty way either. Squad is just a, like, it's everyone's on the same page kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. This one I'm gonna need other people to go in on first because I have a feeling I'm way fucking off base. No cap.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah, what's good, Tina?
What age range are they defining millennials as in this article?
For reference, this article is also saying things that are shared by millennials and Gen Zs.
Okay, interesting. So
to which I would say this is like not even
this
Gen
is a hard
Z.
Gen Z term.
Yeah,
like this is like young
I'm
bottom
like here
of
to
Gen
be
Z
old.
maybe.
But I
Yeah.
can't use no cap in a sentence. I still haven't figured out what it means.
I love that. Thank you for that. That's beautiful.
Means like no joke, no
It's
bullshit.
just no lie. Yeah, it's just no lie, no cap. I think if I remember originally, it was just from like saying like no screen cap, like you don't have to. There's no lies here, anything like that. Yeah, like you don't need no proof, anything like that. Just like no lie, more or less. If someone says
No
you're
cap.
capping, that does mean you're full of shit. Is the opposite.
Okay, but if no cap means there's no screenshot needed, then why is capping lying?
I don't know. It's like one of those
Okay,
things where it's
cool.
kind of like. Also,
All right.
that I have a feeling that's also not correct. I have a feeling that's like a false etymology because Lord knows.
Gotcha.
There isn't a better way of
So no
saying
cap,
what it means. You
no
mean
lie.
no lie? You mean the thing that people have been saying for hundreds of years? Yeah, I think there is a better way to say it.
They said this isn't a better way, not
Oh,
there
isn't? Oh, it isn't a better way of saying what it means. Okay, I got you. Sorry, I read it backwards. Yeah. Strong agree, gamer. My bad. I lost a word in
There's
sauce.
no way to succinctly say I'm not lying to you.
Yeah. I just
no bamboozle. There you go.
I think the other thing is like, as far as in the context of millennial lingo, I think millennials shouldn't say this. I think they should stay out.
I feel like
this is definitely.
Yeah.
This predates a lot of the Gen Alpha slang. Is the thing. This is Zoomer talk. Is the thing.
Yeah, I believe that it's Zoomer talk, but man, if a 40-year-old comes up and says something and ends it with no cap,
I'm imagining
that's the thing. Yeah, because people heavily underestimate how old millennials are.
Millennials
still.
are
the
now,
youngest
yeah.
millennials are over 30 at this point.
Yeah, because so here's the thing. It just shouldn't be on this list. That's not for us. It feels a lot like I imagine Tim Waltz saying it and trying to deliver it without laughing, and it's not possible. So I just think it's like, yeah, it's extremely. It's your youngest millennials. You're at the bottom. Have you ever said no cap? Great.
I have always described like my thoughts on the generation thing is my younger brother is among the oldest Zoomers and I'm among the younger millennials. So
yeah,
and we're only separated by 2.5 years.
All I know was when I was a little kid, I was the weird little kid who liked hanging out with people who were way older than he was. So like my sense of generations has like permanently been wrong. Like I'm just always wrong with it. I can't help it. I just float around in the space, you know. I'm an elder Zoomer. Sorry, that's a really funny statement. That's a really funny sentence to read. Elder Zoomer is like a beautiful sentence.
yeah, but like in 10 years, that's the sentence that you say to mean my back hurts now. Enjoy it while you got it.
Future and Young Thug did no cap in 2017. Future's 40 and Young
The
Thug.
origin doesn't
absolutely.
matter.
The origin doesn't matter. No, yeah, you missed that part before, clearly. But yeah, the origin doesn't matter. It's about who it's being said by and who it's picked up by. Which yeah, and we also, I didn't bring it up this time, we brought it up last time, a whole discussion of like, yeah, a lot of this stuff is from African American vernacular, a lot of this stuff is from a lot of different parts of language and culture that we don't have time to go into and break down all of it. If you want that, feel free to go look that up. That's not here, this isn't the place for it. But yeah, definitely a case of just like, I don't think any millennial is like regularly saying no cap, like any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. No one of my age group I have ever heard say it, just straight up.
Yeah. All right. This one,
This and its variant, I think, are great.
Yeah, it's one of those things, I like using it. I like when most people use it.
In my case, it's I don't mind when other people use it. I don't use it.
Yeah, I like try to be a little sparing with it. I think this falls into the same trap that a lot of like one word expressions are, where it's truly just supposed to be said, left open, nothing else with it. Because that's the thing, right? Is you usually just say like mood or like big mood or just like, mood, you know, but like that's the end of it. You don't add anything else. So if you like way overdo it, it starts becoming grating pretty quickly just because you lack the diversity in language there. But assuming you're not just responding to 5 things every single day by going mood and not giving anything else to work with, yeah, I
that's
think it's like
overusing any term, which is like that's not a problem with the word itself.
100%. Like I said, that's just it's a trap you can fall into with this that like some of the other phrases you can't. Yeah. And
I do have the opinion that has been brought up. Mood is the lesser version of same.
Yeah.
In most respects.
Which I think is perfect because same is an S and mood is an A.
Yeah. That's fine. I don't hate that.
Yeah, I think that works. And then there was all right.
This will have to be my last, but
I was gonna say two more. Time. So yeah, absolutely perfect time.
Oh, okay. Then I could just stick around for those then.
Yeah. Okay, extra.
Trash.
Extra's pretty good, actually. I think.
Really?
I'm okay with it
because.
But
the thing about extra is that what it describes is useful. I think.
Yeah. It's like an
I have yet to hear it, except from somebody describing a gay person.
Okay, yeah, that does exist for sure. In that case, that does suck a little bit. I've heard of a lot of people saying they are being extra and like self-describing as it, and that's generally
okay.
As is the case with many of these. When it's someone self-identifying as something, I'm okay with it. When it's someone using it on someone else, I'm less okay with it. You know, it's like that. It's that kind of variation, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I almost exclusively see people using to describe themselves. Is kind of where I'm coming from off of it.
Yeah, and I'm willing to put it at like I would say it's like B or C to me, where it's like functional. It has stuff. Yeah, it's like being over the top.
I don't think it's
out of pocket.
I don't think it's necessarily better than goat.
Okay, yeah, actually, that's you know what. Now that you've put it that way, I think it's right there. Yeah. All right. Last one is legally a combination of 2 terms. High key, low key.
I used to like these and don't anymore.
I could see it. They get a little overused for sure.
They get overused for sure. I know that that's not necessarily the problem with the term, but like,
no,
I feel like they've been overused, and because they've been overused, they've lost their meaning specifically.
100%. I think as far as like describing something as a low-key event or something like that, that's like a professional use of it. That's not really what we're describing here. It's more of the slangy kind of saying like, I'm high-key kind of fucking upset, you know, like that kind of thing, which even then's like a slightly better use of it because people do just kind of sling around high key, low key. I think the problem I run into when people use it as, again, and it's like slang term, more as an adjective or an adverb or something like that, as opposed to describing a function, you know, as opposed to saying this is going to be a very low key event at the bar tonight, is since they are a paired phrase,
and in fact, I almost never see high key being used except in response to someone saying, no, this was not a low key thing. I'm fucking high key upset about it or something like that. Like, I almost exclusively only see high key in response to low key.
Yeah. And I think,
I think you're right.
Yeah. And I think the big problem is like, people were just saying I'm low key blank and like adding no variation to it. And it's a super easy one to fall into patterns with. Yeah, there's just when it comes to this, kind of falls into like it's just a generic adverb or adjective that means more or less, and those I feel like float in and out of language constantly, and they're born a C, they'll die a C. That's their life. Their life is C. Yeah, I've used like I'm high key stressing out right now, or that kind of thing, but yeah, I think it's just kind of like all right overall.
It's not that bad. I'm not annoyed when someone says it unless they use it all the time, which is the case for almost any term.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I will probably not be back tomorrow. I might be streaming a little bit of a Street Fighter tournament. We'll see. But I'll let you know. If you aren't already following, please do. If you aren't already following Doc over at twitch.tv/MDCT, please do that. If you aren't following Tina over at twitch.tv/TinaHacks, please also do that. I would appreciate it. I'm going to raid y'all over to someone else doing a little tier list. I'm going to raid y'all over to Luca. Haven't talked to her in a bit. It appears to be a tier list of Ace Attorney daddies or something. Great, cool.